Reggie got Indiana. And he was.
Congratulations, Mr. President.
It's crazy how he was making the cuts, making it.
Why is he not better than him?
We think it's sports, but sometimes we don't know.
Outcast.
That may be true, but they have bigger hits though. Like it was like they literally
a hit, but in versus a hit and a cult classic is the same. It's one and the same. Like you know what I mean? If you got
it's not. We already did this with Young Jeezy and Gucci Man. It's not the same. Like hits and cult classics are two different things.
Gucci. No. I'm not talking about.
But that is what you're saying. Is that not what he's saying? Like Gucci is a cult classic rapper. Jeezy had hits. It wasn't even a contest. Literally did not make sense.
But I mean cult classic, like it got to all the hoods in America.
That's
it didn't
fine,
get to mainstream
but I'm
in
saying
America.
Like Outkast.
Like, I didn't hear none of them damn Gucci songs ever.
I never. Nobody did. But I'm
so
saying
that's not a cult classic.
I don't know who we are, who y'all are. I heard all them Gucci songs. Besides,
I heard none of them shits.
The dishes don't count. Like those, Gucci had those in their tuck for years.
What I'm saying is, Rad. Like, Hey Ya is that's a transcendent song. Like Outkast they transcend.
But that would be the best verses. I mean, for who else can 3-6 versus 2? I mean, Outkast versus 2. NWA. Who the fuck you gonna do?
It all depends on how people look at Outkast. So that's tough.
Yeah, because I don't like Big Boy.
The Fugees.
So I'm more of an Andre 3000 fan myself.
Big Boy, I think they both fired me.
That's
Outkast G Unit.
Nah.
Yo, G Unit is terrible, y'all. Like,
Outkast,
stop doing that.
Well,
G Unit
50 will run it. 50
yeah, but
50
like
early game, 50 early game, early Lloyd Banks.
Some Banks.
That's like. That's
20 songs right there.
No, you're saying an individual battle. Like you can't. Like it's not the same.
Now, however they split it up, it's not gonna be 20 G Unit song.
It's not. That's what I'm saying.
10
so it's not.
G Unit. But most verses would be like that.
But what I'm saying is, like Outkast is legit a group. Like Big Boy does have solo projects, but like generally, as far as 3 Stacks, unless he's doing features and that's something different, which I guess you can do, but like. I mean, the majority of his music is coming from the group, is what I'm saying. So it's like with G Unit, the majority of music is not the group shit. Like
not even close.
That's what I'm saying. So that's not a stupid battle. You have to put 50 against somebody else. 50 has to go against somebody else.
Or 50 or G Unit versus Dipset because you can 50, do the breakouts.
Yeah, 50 can't go against 3 Stacks though. 3 Stacks doesn't really have a individual catalog like that. But we can start the show and talk about it.
The show been started.
Oh, we got
show been started. So a little behind the scenes of what we talk about when we just chilling. So appreciate everybody being here. I know y'all see Mills with his head down. That is Mills behind that hat. Mills, come on, right?
I didn't even know we started, man.
What is the difference between Kohl's and the post office?
I don't know what you're getting at. Are you talking about Kohl's, the department store?
Yes.
I mean, it's a department store. We don't sell clothes at the post office.
Well, maybe I need to start.
I got merch.
Because me and Angie went to go run errands this weekend. And she said, hey, I ordered a book off Amazon. They sent me the wrong book. I want to take it back. All right, cool. Usually when I get stuff from Amazon that's wrong, I throw it in the corner because I'm never going to the post office. But I'm like, all right, we can send it back. That's fine. So she was like, I look at the list. It's Kohl's. We go to Aldi, another store. I'm like, nothing but the post office. But we go to Kohl's to take back this Amazon package. We go up, we just scan the receipt, give it to them, and we walk out. I was like, yo, this was way easier than anything at the post office.
They partner with Amazon for stuff.
Well, the post office looking a little, bruh.
UPS is the same way though.
Bruh. Or you can do that UPS too?
I took like 6 things back this week, and I'm about to take 2 things back when I print this thing out in 5 seconds.
I only imagine that the post office really only needed for Amazon returns. People just sending stuff back. Y'all better start sending some codes. They need to start sending some codes. Then preach. I'm trying to keep.
Bro, we hate Amazon.
But to be honest, Kohl's. If you've ever been to Kohl's when a lot of people was taking something back, it is the most annoying thing ever. But it's like with the post office. Post office terrible though. I don't even know what we're talking.
But I can't believe Kohl's was doing it. I was like,
you didn't know that? Oh, I knew that.
They've been doing it.
Yeah, they've been
I
doing it
had
for a
no
long
idea.
time.
I never go to Kohl's.
Soccer mom.
Yeah, I never go to Kohl's, but I heard.
And I never
too.
take anything back.
I
So
noticed.
never needed.
Well, I do take the Amazon stuff back.
I don't
but
take stuff back.
This lady, I noticed. Well, it's funny you said that. This older lady at my church, she frequents Kohl's because she's buying clothes for my son. So it's just like, I just envision her like that demographic is the only people who shop there. That's my.
Bruh, it was.
What they got at Kohl's is like Macy's. It's like drip.
Yeah.
They got Polo and Nike and all that.
Yeah, it's like TJ
everything
Maxx.
on sale.
Probably
I
bigger
go.
better than TJ Maxx.
Oh, okay.
I think
I'll
it's
go
bigger
there.
than TJ Maxx.
That's I say
Oh, yeah.
it's bigger than TJ
It's more.
Maxx.
It's
Yeah.
more. But okay. Yeah,
It's like
okay.
it's
Got
like
nice little
it's like
jewelry selection.
Burlington on
It's like a
steroids.
mini. No, I think it's a little pricey.
So it's not compared to
at
Macy's.
Kohl's.
I just said Burlington on steroids, man.
It's
So
like
it's not a lateral?
JCPenney. It's like JCPenney.
JCPenney. Okay.
It's-
All right.
It's like no, it is. It's like Bond Time. Remember Bond Time?
No, I never went into my time in my life.
But that's my point.
Out
That's
of
my
all the
point.
stores you can go to, you went to Bond Time. What, Kaufman's? It's like Kaufman's?
Coffers. I've been to Coffers.
Because or it's like Steinmart, but like the
Oh, you
actual,
wild. I never
but like
heard
the
of that.
actual chain of that. You never heard of Steinmart?
Dillard's. I heard of Dillard's.
No, remember Steinmart that was on Transit? Y'all never been there?
No.
They closed down now anyway.
That sounds too like white supremacist right there. Like Steinmart.
It's
That
not.
just sound crazy,
It's
dog.
not-
That's
It's not necessarily white supremacist, but it's like it is.
elitist. That sound elite as hell.
If you go there, you definitely golf. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you definitely are a part of a country club. I will
All
say
the
that.
men wearing polos, or the
Yeah.
Yeah, khakis.
Or you
Yeah.
frequent some type of like, that's to dress you, whatever.
I'm
Actually, was
crying.
one of the plug. It was one of the plug for the PS5 and the Xbox One.
Steinmart?
Kohl's, they had a couple.
Oh,
No, Kohl's. They had a couple.
what?
They had a couple.
Bruh. Yo, it's
Oh,
funny.
man.
Back in the Amazon Dropbox, because we was looking for it, they got the Amazon spot about all the appliances. Like, yo, just in case if y'all wanted some,
Oh, for sure.
ironing board in a microwave, it's right here where y'all at, standing here. I'm like,
I'm
nobody-
that black dude in that meme. Yeah.
Yeah.
like,
I'm gonna look at the unit on the model. I'm gonna order off Amazon anyways. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and see they got that cheaper on Amazon. So, all right, well, good luck to the post office, Mills. But we are here. The fellas is here. The guys are here. Full strength. Another great show planned. Millie, how you feeling, bro?
Good, man. I'm good. I can't complain. Just blessed to see another day.
Amen to that. Amen to that. How about you, Preach?
Yeah, I'm all right. That's all I really got to say about that one.
All right.
I'm great, man.
Man, y'all busting low energy today. What a pod energy at? Y'all saving it?
No, we're not saving it. I think it's just
I feel like we was just talking mad long.
yeah,
like,
we was. Yeah,
was
we
he just talking for like 20 minutes? What's
Yeah,
the time
you-
mark? We had 20
well,
minutes right now.
Nah, well, you and Preach was arguing about that before a while before I hit record.
Oh, I
So
feel like we
y'all-
just
y'all-
talking
y'all-
for 30
y'all
minutes
boys-
straight.
y'all boys little wore out arguing about Outcast before the show even started. But
Yeah.
we are here. Got a lot of topics. We got respected or rejected coming back later, so we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to Meek Mill in that verse he said. We're gonna get to all that. Before we get into everything else with the show, Rad and I did an interview for the Blacklist, the mental health check-in with Jameer Leslie. Great interview. Please go check it out. I think it'd be good for a lot of black men. So I talked to Rad. I do want to talk to Preach and Mills. Have y'all ever thought about doing therapy or going to seek therapy? I know Preach. I know you probably did some therapy being a preacher or whatnot, but have you ever like talked to somebody yourself?
No. I'm just being honest. And really, and it's not, I guess subconsciously I do. Obviously, we all have looked at therapy as like something that you don't necessarily do, or you look at it like, oh, you're crazy if you go there. I'm saying subconsciously, like growing up, that's the kind of the thought process for everybody. At least I know for a fact everybody on here. But as you get older, it's like I do know the importance of talking to somebody, right, about whatever the situations is. And I haven't personally sought out someone like a professional in that like sense, you know what I'm saying? Like I would do like getting a plumber, like, you know what I mean? Like I have not sought out somebody in that sense. I mean, I do have, certain people that I can talk to about certain like different issues. And that just be that. But I haven't personally looked at it that way. And I don't necessarily know why. I guess mainly because I probably don't know where to look. You know what I mean? For a professional in that sense, like where, like, you know what I mean? Like, do I go to Yellow Pages? Do I just type somebody online, like therapist? You know what I'm saying? It's like, do certain therapists special in certain things, right? Is it just a, one size fit all, pause type of thing? So, I mean, as far as that concerned, like, I'm not against it. I'm not against therapy at all because it's very important. I know the importance of it on, the back end, but, it's definitely something to look at. I will say that.
Yeah, Jamera sent me a list, and I've been meaning to put that up. I'm glad you said something. I'm going to put that up probably after the show, or maybe I edit the video, put that up, and just have us talking over it. So, how about you, Millie? You ever gave any thought to it?
I actually did do therapy, to be 100% honest.
Was it through church?
No, it was not.
I meant Mills got range.
I'm clarifying.
To be honest, I always thought therapy was dumb. I didn't really feel comfortable, telling somebody my business,
because you don't talk to nobody at all.
My point exactly. Yeah. I already don't talk to nobody at all about things going on with me personally. And to be honest, half the time I barely talk to my wife about it, so I let things just keep bottled up inside.
Shit, we in therapy right now.
At some point, you know what I mean? I kind of explode, and that's the point that you don't want to get to because it's not healthy. It's not healthy for you, and it's not healthy for the people that surround you, family, friends, and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So actually, my job actually has something called the EAP program, Employee Assistance Program, and
EOP?
they actually, huh?
No, not
EOP.
Shout out to EOP. Shout out to EOP.
Yeah, they offered
Champ and his father. What was his father's name? Arthur O'Eve. Shout out to Arthur O'Eve. Yeah, I'm sorry, Mills.
They offer us postal workers 12 free sessions. So I did I did like eight.
Yeah, Coles. Yeah, Coles.
Coles ain't doing that.
Yeah,
Coles ain't doing that. You're right. See, Mills, I said, what's the difference? I said that.
Yeah, I did 8 by myself. It was good though. I mean, a judge-free zone. It took me a while to open up, obviously, because I obviously didn't know the person, but judge-free zone. And then the last couple sessions, I brought my wife, into
in person.
It was actually pretty cool. I'm sorry.
In person.
No, it was over webcam,
okay.
Zoom.
Okay.
Well, they had something called Talkspace. It was some type of therapy app, but
no free app.
It was good. It was good. I recommend it. Me and Lex actually gonna continue, trying to do it together, and I actually enjoyed it a little bit. So I'm probably gonna seek, a little bit more down the line too as well.
How many episodes? How many sessions did it take for you to open up? Like, how many did you burn through? How many did you waste before you start talking?
The first 3 was pretty much pointless. So it took me about 4 before I actually felt comfortable and actually, felt okay. I mean, and they dig deep too. I mean, they try to find
what made you? What was do you know that moment where it's like, all right, let me say this, or it just happened?
Well, I always had, you guys know this anyway, because you can tell by the podcast, but I have a lot of problems with like communicating and like talking. Like I don't like to talk at all. Like I'd rather just sit there and listen.
Yo, Mills.
You know what I mean? So I'm just keeping it a buck, man. I'd rather sit and listen.
But you do a podcast, and that's just so
I know, but I'm saying, and
well, if the listeners listening, they know. I mean,
I knew I needed to open up. I gotta open up. Because I be having some good things inside, with life and just stuff like that, and I just don't express myself.
I got an ice box where my used to be. So I'm so cold. I'm so cold.
So I talked to the wife. I did the therapy for myself. That was one of my goals. going into 2021 was to be better in all areas that I can. So I did that, and
learn something new about Mills today.
Inner work. That's what's up, Mills.
But no, I know I made a joke about it. How many did it take? But I feel like for a lot of men, it might be 4.
How many did it take?
You know what I'm saying? A lot of men may not just sit down.
No, for sure.
And just oh my God, thank you. Am I like, yeah, nah, I'm Gucci. Nah, no, growing up was cool. Nah, it was no big deal. And by the 4th time you're there, then you probably do feel comfortable to really start telling the truth about some stuff. So
and then bringing your wife along, that's a whole another barrier to like you not really comfortable talking. You know what I mean? You gotta open up about that with her in a room too. So that's even crazier. So that's 2 levels you definitely did. That's dope. See, Sam don't even understand it.
I didn't even want to log in.
Man.
I didn't even want to log into the joint, but then as I got into it and talked to her a couple of times.
I was about to ask you, it was a woman.
Yo, Mills, man, come on.
Mills, yeah, Mills, you
got
to plug in.
Yeah,
you got to plug in, G. So
Mills, your Wi-Fi acting crazy.
Hey, Mills was getting to his bag too. Yo, let me find out. Mills on Wi-Fi with nut. Let me find out you on the Wi-Fi with nut too. Yo, that's crazy.
Mills getting introspective and everything, and the whole pod start going down. What's going on?
Mills, just log off and log on. It's
the FBI was like, no, let's something Mills get into his bag. The FBI shut Mills down. So until Mills get back, shout out to Mills. Mills, once a week I'm coming to you for some therapy talks with Mills. That was nice. But so let's get into the show. Wait for Mills to get back. All right, sorry about that, y'all. We are back. Low technical difficulties. It was 2 of Mills. But now we back. So Deion, head coach of where? What, Jackson State? I can't remember. Jackson State. HBCU. So HBCU. So they just started their games or something. Hey, what was this?
Yeah, it was delayed. It was delayed
because COVID,
postponed because of COVID and all that stuff. So you started.
All right. Because when I seen this, I was like, "What is going? It's college football." But all right, now I was like, "Okay, probably postponed for COVID." So shout out Deion. Got his first win. Super excited. Went to the locker room.
First football win, right? First football win.
Well,
head coach.
Yeah, as a head coach.
No, I'm saying he lost. Though. He lost.
Oh,
he took an L that night.
He never took an L. Never took an L. I would say he was Mills. Deion was a lick. Oh, you ain't see this preach?
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, bro. So, bro, you guys look at the show notes and doing.
No, I looked at the show notes. I just said I don't know what's going on here.
All right, so, bro, so pretty much the Deion was in a football game, and like at Tech when we had home games, rap, foul, put all their stuff in the coach's locker room, lock the door, lock our joints. Deion go out there, coach a football game, win his first game, get the game ball. He said it was like his best moment in his professional life. Now let's pause for a second and just remind people who the hell we talking about. This is prime time. One of the best cornerbacks to ever play the game. One of the best football players ever play in the MLB. He's got swag. He's on TV all the time. Like Deion has been successful at pretty much everything he has done. Yep. Now he's a head coach and wins the very first game, and take all that emotion, the best day of his professional life, and go in there and see his joint been cleaned out. Took his watch. Luckily he had on his chains. Took his phone. Took his money. They cleaned Deion out, and they said they ain't touched none of the other coaching stuff. At least that's what Deion said. I don't know if that's true or not. He said he was targeted. But I guess let's talk about that for a second. Just Deion, winning that game and then coming back to that. Like, have y'all ever had a high followed by a low, just like Deion have? That's crazy.
I'd say 2 lows. We lost real bad, and then they stole our stuff in the locker room. So it was, but I can't.
What's that? At the East game?
Burger.
Yeah, the East game. No,
the East game.
The East game, and then in Campus West. Shout out to the 8th graders, man. Like that's where it started. That's like where all this really started. Not started, but the 8th graders at our grammar schools cleaned us, man. Cleaned us. I mean, came up and then bought some J's. That's what the worst. Anyways, as far as having a high end and having a low, I'm sure I have if I thought about it.
That's like immediate though.
Yeah, I'm probably sure something like that's happened. Not maybe in the sense of somebody robbing me, but I'm sure like a high and a low has definitely come.
Yeah, probably.
But do y'all have a time before I go into this?
I don't think I do, but you can go on, man. You sound like you got something interesting about to come out, man.
Nah, I mean, I got a high and a low. I'm not gonna do that. Forget it.
Yeah, rat wilding. But anyway, Deion Sanders is a lick, right? And I mean, like, if you look at Jackson State, and this is no disrespect to Jackson State, but I don't know how many Deion Sanders walk through Jackson State every, once in, what I mean? It just doesn't happen of that ilk. And he's trying to change that, right? Like, that's the reason why he is there coaching, because he's trying to change the narrative of HBCU, saying that, high, quote unquote, African-American people who have reached a level of success should go back and reach down. But at the same time, this is what happens when you do reach down. I'm gonna keep it a second. Nah. I mean, like, it's cool though. Like, he was a lick. They got him, and then you move on. Like, my only thing is, it's like Deion Sanders. You were not rich all your life. You know what I'm saying? Like, you've seen this happen.
Adult life.
Well, okay, that's fine. But like, you've seen this happen before. This is not nothing new. It happens. You move on. The only sad part about it is that you do not hear. I'm sure people have gotten robbed at Duke. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if Mike Krzyzewski did, but I'm sure, like, you know what I mean? It happens. But like, this is a high profile person. He's making it more high profile. Low key, he really should have just said, he shouldn't have said nothing about it and just should have went about it and say, I think like him blowing it up saying, yo, somebody robbed me, I'm upset.
Yeah.
Like,
yo, he was wild.
Yeah, like, bro, relax.
Got the stuff back too. They said it was misplaced. He got all it back.
Stop lying, Rad.
I swear to God. He got all it back. I swear to God.
Yo, to be honest, what happened was
he said the Jackson State put out and said, we got his stuff back. It was misplaced, and then Deion tweeted, said whoever said that it was misplaced is lying. It was stolen, and I got it back. I got somebody to prove it. So he said. Okay, so that's what. So it's a fight. That's an inner fight, but he did get his stuff back.
Did somebody on the team stole it? They got him. That's what happened.
Run him out the school.
Yeah, that's what happened. Somebody on the team stole it, or they let somebody in to steal it. This is what happened. Shout out to them.
Shout out.
Yeah, shout out to whoever it was. Shout out to them.
Man, shout out to scammers.
Yeah, I'm not. Listen, Cam, and we gonna talk about Cam Newton. Cam was stealing something at Florida. You know what I'm saying? Like, it happens. People steal stuff in college. Like that's a thing. And these football players took it upon themselves, since they could not get paid. They say, yo, we gonna get our coach.
We don't know. We don't know. I think they like Deion. I don't think that in the football, nobody, I mean, you're not thinking like that. I'm talking about in a football, being a part of football teams, you never think like to lick your
pride. I'm not about to say that.
Pride, though?
I'm about to say that.
Yeah,
I never thought about
depending on the player, though. I mean, the person, the coach. I mean, Deion, he worked for a lot of money, man. You can sell his piece of paper for $2 million.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't mess with rap. So after the ECC game, hey yo, back door open, y'all boys. I ain't gonna lie. I can hold you. I ain't gonna hold y'all boys. I'm mad. If it was a player, if I was somebody at Deion bench, he like, I got you, coach.
That's
hey yo, back door.
It is crazy. It's not shady, because like Deion, like none of that stuff hurts him. Maybe pridefully, but like in theory, like he's a millionaire.
I think
times over, y'all. Like relax.
To get to his press conference and stuff like that.
He's wild.
I thought but I was trying to put myself in his situation, because when I was listening to it, I was like, I'm like, somebody stole your stuff, okay, but you Deion, like, you good, like, why you? I mean, just say I think he was too mad at the time, he probably should have not went and did a press conference. He should have waited.
Yeah, cool down.
Because that was on his head, and he just couldn't let it go. Because I think if he, let that joint go, like figured it out, he would have like just celebrated the win, blah 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 blah, and then go figure that out. Because how he came across was like that like matters more into anything. You know what I mean? Like what
privileged rich person. Yeah.
But if he's saying that if everybody's stuff was together and my stuff got stolen, then somebody can't, like, that's not everybody's stuff didn't get stolen, just mine. That's a different level, but that's a different level too. It's like,
no, it's not.
You steal my stuff
because they don't have those stuff. They don't have.
We'll steal everything. We'll steal everything.
Rad. Sometimes you don't have time. You get in and out, and I'm going right for prime. That's prime.
No, you going right for the whole bag. Just steal it.
But why am I stealing
his phone, his watch, his phone, and his
but Rad,
just like
with Mills, we don't know what happened, but what we knew with Mills, they seen something, and once they seen that, they say, okay, this is good enough, and we are gone. They left shoes, they left credit cards, they left money in Mills' joint because they seen something and they got out of there. They got what they needed. They went there, said, okay, we got prime watch, we got 10 grand that he had in his wallet. I don't need to go look through Jerry's wallet for $20.
No, he didn't.
I don't know. I'm just saying. But if I don't need to go look through Jerry's wallet and get an extra $50. I just got 10 racks off prime. I'm good.
Right.
I'm out. I'm gone before anybody see me.
The reality is, we need to
have one of our friends on this because I don't think that's how Steelers think.
No, bro.
Like that. They're going in and they're going to take everything they can and going. You going to talk about, like, what are y'all talking about?
We got thieves. We got thieves in our group. No. We have thieves. We have thieves. We have thieves in our group.
That had
taken all of it. That had one locker at UB and was good.
This is a good topic because I think it was Friday after next or the third Friday was.
Oh, Santa Claus?
Yeah, so when that happened and when the police officer said, who did this, was it a black guy? And no, they said, it was a nigga who did this, right? You know what I mean? Like there's a difference between who does what. and no, seriously, but
I'm crying.
But yeah, we be honest, like that, like we've all been in that situation where it's like, yo, was it a black guy? Nah, that was a nigga. But
how did that apply to prime?
I'm about to explain.
That's fucking hilarious.
It's hilarious though. It's funny as hell.
As far as a thief, somebody who steals and then somebody who robs.
I know that.
There's a difference. Yeah. And these was thieves because
now we want to just make these boys the top of the line thieves. All right, go ahead.
Not
like espionage. The priest making shit like it's Ocean's 11.
They had camouflage and had like what code names?
They dropped in from the ceiling to steal prime.
Listen. They targeted. What I'm saying is they targeted Deion. They actually knew where his stuff was at. They was not going after anything else. They was like, I'm going to get his stuff. And they knew that. So they actually, they created a plan and the plan worked. So,
definitely thought involved.
Yeah, it was like a robbery. It wasn't like, oh my God, we just about to burn it.
It was premeditated.
It was a China and a bull in a China shop. It wasn't that at all.
It was that's all I'm saying.
Oh my God. So Mills, you say you agree with Rat. Why do you agree with Rat? Besides, preachers ganging up on him.
Nah, I disagree that it was planned. It wasn't something that somebody went in there and said, "Hey, I'm gonna try and get what I can and get out of there." They planned on taking his stuff.
Oh, so you agree with me, preach?
No, you said that they
went
in there and
agrees with that too, though. Rat agrees with that too.
Yeah, I said he went in there and they were going to take everything and stopped because they saw that it was prime stuff.
I'm just saying that I don't need to go through Jerry stuff once I went through prime stuff. At some point, it's called greed. And greed and got a lot of people in trouble.
You already in greed if you're robbing somebody. That's greed.
You ain't got nothing when you robbing somebody, but they didn't rob. What I'm saying is that they did target him. He was targeted. They knew where his stuff was at, so they went after it. It was a player.
Yeah. So, but we see.
It was the manager. That's who it was.
Oh,
Shout out to Quinte.
Shout out to Quinte. Shout out to Quinte to London. Yeah. I would say this. I think Prime was a little bit more. I want to say deliberate in the reason why I think he came out there and did that. Right? Yes, it was
attention,
change, whatever the case may be. No, I don't say attention. But the first thing he said is that this is not happening here. He took that and used it as we got to get better security. We got to get better at this. We got to get better at that. So now, like, they said it was misplaced. Prime said it wasn't. But I can see it being misplaced for some reason on purpose, and Prime using it to get better security, get better whatever, to say, hey, we need to up the level here. He said, if we want to be Alabama, we got to start acting like that in everything we do, from practice to how we open up the doors for the games.
And you saying Prime? You saying Prime?
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I like that take. It's a different take.
I believe it.
It was a home game.
You know why I believe it?
Would y'all go there?
No. This is why I believe it, Mike, because he probably was mad because how he had to leave his stuff. He probably had to put stuff in a baggie and throw it somewhere in the locker. He probably just didn't like he Prime. So he probably like, man, I'm not leaving my stuff here. All right, y'all gonna make me leave my stuff here? I'm about to make it seem like something can happen. Mm-hmm. So I think he probably did do that. It's a long game, huh?
Yeah, I think it was home game.
Whatever.
Because he said the security got to get better at their facilities.
This is around Prime. That's Prime.
What I'm saying is he's been here since he's got hired, right? So this is not a new building for him, right?
But I think it was their first game, right?
First game.
Having a game day situation, he probably didn't like how the security guards was just walking around, hanging out.
I don't understand.
I like that. I like that narrative. I just like it. You know what I mean? It's funny. It's funnier.
So it's probably not true. But
would y'all go to if this happened at a school that was recruiting y'all? Would y'all go to that school?
If Prime stuff got stolen,
not Prime, but the coach, whoever the head coach is at said school.
And if it's a nice school, it's the school I want to go to. If it's like Duke, I'm still going to Duke. I think.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not saying obviously this is not Duke, but okay, you can move on.
So, before we get into the NBA, I do want to talk about Cam. Cam Newton was caught on camera arguing with a kid. Was it Cam's camp that he was running?
Something like that.
It was
like
a 7-on-7. I think he was there as a.
But
he had
was
a team. Yeah.
Okay, like he had a team, but it wasn't his. It wasn't like the Kobe camp that he used to have. MJ camp. No. Okay.
Nah.
Right.
Like a tournament.
So Cam.
Passing league.
Cam was there, I guess, as a coach with his team, and one of the kids started arguing with him. 15 and under, that dude was in. Start, saying Cam, telling him to retire, saying, Cam telling him I'm rich already. It is going back and forth. What did you think about that exchange?
It's embarrassing. It was embarrassing for Cam. I couldn't even really watch the whole thing. Because for me, it's like, Cam, this is why people have a bad rap on you, because you do silly stuff like this. This is childish. He's a child. You tell him what is right in this situation. You tell him what is wrong in the situation, and you move on. It's a teachable moment. You don't go back and forth with the child, whether you're irritated or not. I don't know if Cam has children. I don't think he does.
Yeah, he do. He got like 8.
Cam got 8 kids?
Yeah, he got like 6 or 7.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, shout out to Cam. I didn't even know that.
Kids.
But and if that be the case, then it's like, it's like you should have more patience in that. Like, kids say silly things all the time, and I didn't like how he did that. It's just like, you got the cameras on, you got all these kids. If the kid is saying something to you, you tell him what is right and what is wrong in that situation, and you move on. You don't have to do it in the way you did it. You are Cam Newton. You don't have to prove that. Like, you know what I mean? There's nothing to prove. But it says a lot about the person. It says a lot about the person. Yeah, he's very insecure. And that may be like the situation of what's going on now. Like, Cam is trash, and he had one of the worst seasons he's ever had in his entire life, probably. And it's unfortunate for him, but I pray that he can get his confidence back.
Cam Newton has 7 kids.
Oh my God. I did not know like that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Shout out to Cam.
I agree with Preach though. But I think it was I think it was actually needed. I think it was well needed
for him.
For Cam.
Okay.
I think he needed to hear that, because growing up, a lot of us, young African American males look up to Cam. You got a black quarterback, right. That was actually skilled at one point, that was doing this thing out there. And for those football players, they wanted to be a player like Cam Newton, especially if you play quarterback. And to see him go on a slump, and have a terrible season, like Preach said, and then you hear it from a child like, yo, you trash, bro. Like, I think that's just that fuel that he need to go into next year. Like he said, yo, it's not 32 quarterbacks better than me. Like, I think it was just the fuel he needed to go into next year and just prove that he still got it. We thought he was gonna come back, on top after his injury and stuff like that, but obviously he proved us, wrong. But I think this was something that he needed to give him that extra push to get back out there, grind and have a good season.
It's definitely 32 quarterbacks better than him. It's definitely 32 quarterbacks better than him. He was awful.
He was awful.
He was like terrible bad. Like,
that's
really,
why I
really
said
bad.
I think it was needed.
No, he's bad. It's twofold because a lot of attention was going towards the boy, the young man, because he issued an apology, and
they said he didn't write that.
He didn't
write I mean,
what?
whatever.
What? He has a PR team?
I don't know. They said he didn't write it, but it did have a couple grammatical errors on there, so I figured he did write it.
I mean, they forced him to do that. Y'all know that.
Yeah, he probably wrote it. I mean, but I don't know, whatever. But if people were saying who's his parents, he ain't gonna go far in life. And I
think said that?
Just Matt, that was the talk. Like, who is this boy?
Who will go far in life?
I would have killed.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was like, who did this dude? That's who. No, people was on a lot. From what I've seen, most people was on Cam's side. Like, this kid is tripping. Where's his parents at? Why would he clearly don't talk? He clearly, have a bad relationship with his father. I swear to God, like most of the stuff I seen,
he has a bad relationship. They went that far, right?
They were saying like, who was his parents? His upbringing has been bad. Like they was going at him because he was, was talking crazy to Cam. And people were saying like he should have took this opportunity to learn from a great player, a great quarterback like Cam Newton.
I did hear that.
Took shots at him and you was being immature kid. You know what I mean?
He's a kid. He
was being an immature kid.
First of all, that's redundant. It's redundant. A child is immature. That is literally the definition of immaturity.
Yeah, but it's mature kids, guys. Like,
yeah, what I'm saying is children
every kid is
are
not immature.
Yes, they are. Every child is immature. There is not one child on the face of this earth that's not immature. That's a fact.
That doesn't make sense.
No, it does make sense, Rat, because immaturity is what children do. Like, you cannot be a child. Then you're not a child. Then if you're like you.
So everybody just become mature. It's just once you stop being a child,
you can be an adult and immature, but you cannot
a kid
be a child and not be immature. You follow what I'm saying?
No, that don't make sense. It's just, I'm sorry, Sam. I get what you're saying, but that doesn't matter.
What I'm saying, even the most quote unquote mature child is immature. Like,
where did you learn that at?
That's like, what do that mean?
It's
like,
called living. Have you ever lived? Have you ever been in high school? Name one child that wasn't immature in high school. I'm waiting.
What?
Thank you, Mike. Am I off?
No, you're not off. Preach.
Okay.
Y'all are crazy.
What is wrong with y'all?
We don't have to stay on that though. If they don't want to kill a 15-year-old boy, for dissing Cam, Brad, finish your point, please.
Oh yeah, I was just saying that to bring in from the what I was hearing and stuff like that. But yeah, I thought Cam could have like handled it better.
Stupid.
My God,
I thought Cam could have handled it better. And it could have been like it's a teaching moment for both of them. It's a teaching moment for both of them. And yeah,
I guess I would say this: why should Cam had handled it better because he is rich? Because it was cameras around, yeah, or because he just older?
I think it's because he's an adult first.
I think because he's a man.
You have 7 kids, bro. Like, you have 7 kids. You're an adult. So kids say things all like it. Cam is not a teacher, right? He's not. He doesn't reside in a classroom. That's not his job. But since you are a father, I would assume you understand children at some level that they're kids. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you're an adult. When kids say silly things like that,
he don't have a 17-year-old. He was 17.
But he got I'm sure like Kim has cousins. Like it's not like this dude's not like isolated in a world by itself. So he understands. Yes, Mike. Age plays. That's the first one. You can take money out of it. I think age is it. Age for me is it. Like you're older than him. Like grow up.
I would just say this. If we went to the park and some young kids start calling y'all trash, what are y'all going to say to them?
I will say this. It's very difficult for us to do that because we are not Cam Newton. And I think that plays a part in it.
Okay, that's what I asked.
So I understand where Rav's coming from. Like Cam Newton at a point he was like, that's the argument, right? You was a great player, and that's why it hit you so hard. It hit you hard because it was a point 2-3 years ago, not even that, where that same kid would have been like, yo, let me get your autograph, Kim, I need you. And now it's like, you are trash. You played terrible. And that kid was being honest, and the honesty hurt him. His pride was hurt because the kid was actually honest. So I think it's difficult, you would have to create a scenario like that for us to put our shoes in. But
go ahead. Finish up.
But in that case, to answer your question, if a kid was like, yo, you garbage, I don't know how I'll react.
You would be like, if I was 15, I would have been busting your ass. That's what you would have said, Preach. So at Delaware Park, you see younger people and older people arguing all the time. You see the old heads arguing with the young kids all the time.
But I look at
Ken Bailey, I know, but what I'm saying is, if you just look at the interaction, because I remember we went to the Bills joint and we was calling Aaron Maben Derwin Davis. Everybody was talking about how he looked like Derwin Davis, right? Were we immature?
No, he was garbage though.
I'm gonna say, but were we immature for telling him they look like Derwin Davis, or we were just 16-year-old kids?
It was kids.
We just kids.
According to Sam, we was immature.
But we were just kids.
We are immature. We like that.
Yeah.
Yes, we were immature. That goes without saying. You don't have to say children are immature. It's just you can say they're children.
Yeah.
Just tell me the age. Right. Tell me the age.
Durin didn't go back and forth with us, but I seen a lot of ball players that went somewhere from Buffalo, whether it was Mike Will, whether Mark Price. I seen them argue with a lot of people that's younger than them all the time, right? And I get it. They aren't Cam Newton. They aren't a former MVP. But this reaction or this interaction with a kid and older ball player is nothing new in our community, right? But we only making it a big deal because one is Cam, so obviously. But then two, when Cam brought up the money, I didn't like that, right? If I'm calling you trash and you want to come back to me with money, I'm a 15-year-old kid, bro. I don't care. I'm 15. I have no use for money. I have all my needs and wants granted. So you telling me I'm rich already doesn't really do anything. But besides Cam saying that, I'm fine with him, John, with a 15-year-old kid. It's just something that we do in our community. And if it got to a point where Cam was really talking down to him, like you broke, this and that, blah, 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 like you're never going to be nothing, then okay, that's too far. But it's just like Cam was like, well, what did you do? Tell me your stats. I have no problem with that. I have no problem with that at all.
I agree. I do agree. I agree. I agree with that. You're right.
I disagree with your overall premise because a mature kid in that circumstance, if you 16, 17, and you at camp
15 under.
Whatever, if you at camp and you trying to be on that level, you picking his brain, you might trying to talk to him to get some level of success.
We're talking about 1%.
I resent that though. I don't.
And you would say that kid is mature. I'm talking.
No.
All I'm saying is,
I agree.
No, right? That's all I'm saying.
Yes,
I'm not saying everybody should do that. No, that's insane. Come on.
I would say
everybody
that
should
kid,
not do that because I did not talk.
That kid is driven and ambitious and knows
mature.
No, I'm not using that word. Okay, you can use that word and say that was a mature moment, but I'm not saying the kid is mature.
Yeah, right? Because who knows if he goes to a basketball camp, he could be doing something.
My point exactly is so a mature moments, lots of mature moments means that I'm more. If I have more mature moments than you, Sam, I'm more mature than you. Correct? Even if it's one more, correct? I'm more mature than you.
Okay.
No, I don't know if bro. I think once you get mature, once you're 45,
no, it's moments. Y'all just told me moments about maturity. Bro, now it's all moments, right?
For kids.
Yeah, but you're saying
it's not. Mike, hell no, it's immature.
But Rad, that's not. I take that back because
everything is moments. You have a mature moment. You have more of them as you go older.
That's not maturity. That's just obedience. Like you're not like when you're at a camp. What that kid did, I'm sure
his still immature, but we have more. But the difference is we having more mature moments compared to when we were younger. Had a lot of mature moments at 9, 8, 10, 12, 13, but way more not mature moments. But now I'm growing up. As more mature moments coming. That's all it is.
I'm not denying that. But what I'm saying is that it's not necessarily like maturity. That's not the right word we need to use. Obedience is the word we need to use because children are supposed to be obedient. That's the word. They obey. Like that's what they do. You tell them what to do and they obey it. Like, so what I would have done is my 15-year-old or wherever, you go to this camp, you get your instruction, right? Like we were taught not to talk back to elders, to our elders. Cam is an elder to him, no matter how you look at it.
No, it's a respect.
And level. So, like, if that was my child when he came back to me, I would say, I mean, in my mind, I would laugh at it. But then for him, I'd be like, Cameron is an adult. He's an adult. You don't talk back to elders. I don't care who it is. You don't do that. Yeah, that's what I mean. So like,
because in that same scenario, Mike saying the young kid of Delaware, like, if on like how. What do you think of those kids that's getting into that back and forth with the OG? You look at them like, bro, what are you like? What you doing? Like, you're not gonna be the kid. You know what I mean? Like, it's weird that
basketball, like, then that's different. Like what I'm saying.
But still, like, if it's unnecessary from the sideline, like, yo, you wilding. You like this dude over here wilding. You still would think he's wilding. Now it's normal. It is normal. Yeah, it is normal. Yeah. It's definitely normal. It's definitely something we see every time we go. But you still look at the kid like. Bro, you look at the whole scenario like, bro, chill, like, yeah, wow.
But I'm gonna look at,
you know what I mean? That's my price.
I am gonna look at like, yo, why are you arguing with that 13-year-old kid? Too?
Yeah, or whatever. Yeah, you gonna look. Yeah, the whole situation gonna be like, yo, I mean, like.
But I'm not questioning, where's people fathers at and stuff like that. That's just that's the ridiculous.
But it's the internet. It's the internet.
Relax. Black Twitter gotta relax.
The fact that this boy is at a camp. That Cam Newton is at, like, why would that even be a question to bring up? His like clearly somebody is behind him being here.
And we can move on. Like, we can move on. But think about the players that we love: Jalen Ramsey, whoever talked trash in the NFL. How do you think those players started? Were those players like me who didn't talk on the court at all? Or were those players like this 15-year-old boy who talk trash no matter what? You gonna hear about me in 10 years. You better watch out. But which one was Jalen Ramsey?
I mean, he may have been, but what I'm saying is what this kid did, Mike is right. The narrative to put that he's not going to be something is
what is that?
Insane. And they only do that to black kids.
I heard that from Bob Merkel. At Tech, if
man,
Tech is listening, he told me I'll be nothing but be on the block. Merkel told me I was gonna be on the block.
Mr. B. Miller,
who's Merkel?
Engineer.
Matter.
Look like Kane.
Mr. B. Miller used to do that.
That's what I'm saying. So this, it's a bad situation. Cam should have walked away because he is the adult, or use it as a teachable moment. That kid should not have done that. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's just a situation that happened.
Cam about to come back and be the NFL MVP.
It's bad because it was like
Cam about to not be in
52 TDs and 6 interceptions.
They say Jordan be doing that with in his camps. Chris Paul. I mean, they all be doing it.
But I mean, it was caught on camera. Cam reposted it. Like, it was a lot of attention. The boy was cussing and saying,
Cam just kept going.
Yeah, he was swearing. It was the language. It's like you talking to Cam. Like, you your man, you was talking down, like, it was like how he was talking. It wasn't like just, competitive banter.
He did.
He was talking like,
and he threw up the set on Cam. He said,
so it was different sauce. It was different sauce. It was different sauce, Sam.
It was 5-1 all day. He said, what you want to do?
What you want to do? It was different sauce to it. It was like he was trying to step, like,
I'm sorry, everybody. I did not know that the 501 came out and all. I didn't know.
Yeah. It was sauce on that thing. It was sauce on that. That's why I can't say I'm rich. I'm rich. You know, he's like, you a free agent. You a bum. You know, I'm rich. Yeah.
Oh, he was wilding. He was
no.
getting
The kid definitely went in. He's definitely getting. So good luck to him. Shout to him.
Yeah, no, hey,
yo, he went back to the hood. He got all the love. He got the love in the hood that night.
Oh, definitely. It
went up. Shout out to him. All right, so I do. Wow. All right, NBA. Come on, it's all love. NBA. You know we got to do a nothing but Nets check-in. Preach. Were you wrong? The Nets look amazing.
What was I wrong about?
About the Nets not working.
No. I was not wrong at all.
Okay, because only if they don't win a championship, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
But
that's fine.
But I said no. Let's clarify. I said 9 times
this year.
It was
a failure, and I said they can win next year. Be good.
But also, my premise was 9 times out of 10 that like these things may not necessarily work, but there is a 10 time out of 10. You know what I'm saying? And when you're dealing with players that are just like they're amazing, like they're top 5, 3 top 5 players.
But that was a wrong stat. 9 times out of 10, like mostly all super teams work. Like 8 out of 10 not times. So that's a wrong stat to look at it.
What you're saying is not true.
Yeah, I don't know what NBA priests be looking at. A priest think like the Pistons won like every year or something with John T. Billups. They won 1 year.
Look at the top 10. All of them got rings, and they was all those super teams, or like something like it.
But like organically getting a super team and then manufacturing a super team are 2 different things. That's what.
Manufacturing is new. That's why.
That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all not.
And let's talk about the ones that manufacture one. Did they win?
Which ones are they?
Tell me the ones you think that manufactured.
Or was Boston organic?
It was Boston. It was Miami. Miami lost to Dallas. It was a failure.
They won 2.
They won though.
I thought that was a failure in my opinion.
So we talking different standards here.
That's hard.
Because Golden State, everyone has won. But by the way.
Well, Golden State did not manufacture. They like inherited one of the greatest players of all time.
I'm saying like that would be the next. They got a ring before the manufacturer or whatever.
That's what I'm saying. They had won a ring, and that was organic.
That was organic.
That was as organic.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, but regardless,
Cleveland. But we can move on. So what's the thing? But LeBron was already there. I don't know him and Kyrie and King Love. They said get Andrew Wiggins out of here. We are coming back. That is manufactured. That's not organic.
But
that's in the plan.
One of the players of all time, though. That's not fair. He wasn't.
They didn't anticipate him to be bad. They thought he was going to be one of the best things that ever happened.
He was supposed to be Brown.
I don't know.
Yo, everybody every week. But Simmons supposed to be LeBron.
Everybody's supposed to be Jordan, right? Everybody's supposed to be Jordan.
Everybody's
supposed to be LeBron.
Anthony Bennett supposed to be LeBron.
Supposed to be LeBron. There you go. All right. So who is the front runner for MVP right now?
Front runner. I'm like. Rad said that it's pretty even. I'm
not accepting any of that.
I was thinking
real answer.
I was thinking LeBron 100%. I was thinking LeBron, but I always think LeBron. You know what I mean? Because I just know what he brings to the table, and the age he's at, and what he's able to do out there in the court, and what he brings to the game.
I don't know. Age matters,
but it does. I mean, he's 36 and he putting on numbers like he's 15.
No, age definitely matters.
For MVP?
Heck no. The case of LeBron being this good 18 years into the league, that like you got to throw that in there. I'm saying
he would be the oldest MVP, I guess.
Yeah, so I mean you can't like that. That's something to scoff at.
If the numbers are there.
Yeah, if the numbers are there, you like that. That's added on, like the fact that this dude is like he's
but the numbers got to be there.
Yeah,
the numbers got.
But his numbers is there.
Numbers got to be there. Numbers got.
But as of right now, I think I brought it up last week. Joel Embiid, I think you got at this point. I think he is the MVP today. He averaging 30. He averaging 30 and 11, and I think he missed like 5 or 6 games or something too. Like
I'm not messing with Embiid. Me and Nas had 1,200 All we needed was Embiid to get 11.5 rebounds. He got 11.
You know that half is crazy, bro.
Right, he had one in his hand, but Tobias had 20 rebounds that game. I'm like, what is going? When did he turn into Bill Russell? Oh my god, that hurt me that night.
That's funny. Yeah, I had LeBron until that whole AD situation. They had a big skirt. I had LeBron winning. I thought, I mean, he was balling. They had the best. They was like second in the West at the time because Utah balling. But
Philly won. They number one in the East, ain't they? Philly
number one in the East. Right? Yeah, they number one in the East. Shout out. So by default, I mean, I think he can get it. Because I don't really love nobody on Jazz to give it to him. But I'll probably just by default give it to LeBron. I think LeBron by default right here. I think he's second in the West right now. No AD for most of the season, but he balling. His numbers, his scoring is up. His assists down, but scoring is up. So yeah, he having a great year. At 36, and he looking good. So I will my vote right now today will go with
LeBron. I got James Harden. I think that he's playing outstanding basketball, man. It's like
his vision.
They say he's the best piece of the puzzle. I mean, the most important piece of the puzzle.
He is. He's showing. He's just showing another level of his game. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he was criticized about like, oh, he can't do this with this person. He can't do that. It's like, Kyrie. And the issue is like, it's between those two. I mean, I guess Kevin Durant's been hurt, so I can't throw him in there. But Kyrie Irving, he missed like 1,000 games. He just left the team. So I don't know what happened with that. But like both of them is playing out of their minds. But I think James Harden is just like he's like the greatest glue guy of all time, right? Like, like he just inserted himself in this, and it's like he's amazing.
I think due to the system that they in, you can't give it to any of them.
Why?
Out of that group.
Oh, now Steve Nash got a system, man. Oh, every week we come here killing Steve Nash.
What system is
this? When I say system, I just mean like the players that are surrounding around James Harden, Kevin Durant.
Historically, historically Mills right though. Historically Mills right.
Okay, well, if
how is he right?
Players, why? Because they got great players.
Everybody, everybody like Shaq. I'm saying like Shaq took away from Kobe.
Everybody that wins the MVP, like is on a great team. Yeah, like I don't understand.
Huh? No, I'm saying
Michael Jordan. He had Scottie. He had multiple Hall of Famers with him.
I'm saying this.
Magic Johnson had 3 or 4 Hall of Famers. I don't get the argument. What y'all saying?
I'm saying they take away.
I don't understand then who took it away from Larry Bird because he won 3 of them. Like, what are you talking? I just don't get. Like Tim Duncan had like what where like the outliers is Russell Westbrook.
But we got to talk about
Rose. Those are the outliers. Ain't no. I take that back. Derrick Rose, Russell Westbrook. I'm throwing Steve Nash bum himself in there, and Dallas Mavericks.
Dirk,
he shouldn't have won that, but Kobe should have won that year. But that's neither here nor there.
But what I'm saying, I'm not saying great players in name and stuff. I'm talking about having like great elite seasons, like they all can be all NBA. Like Steph and KD year, they both was like bought, like they take away from each other. Kobe and Shaq only got one each because of each other. Kobe was averaging 30 and Shaq was averaging 34, and like they taking away from each other. Like you're not going to get the MVP out of that. That's what I'm
asking you. But I just named
Kyrie Irving averaging 26, James Harden averaging 25 and 12, and KD gonna come back and averaging 28. None of them is going to get MVP, bro.
But I'm saying Magic Johnson, James Worthy, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and they have. I don't. You see what I'm?
Kareem, but Kareem Magic was clearly the best player at the time.
No, he was not. Magic was never
won his MVP when he won his MVP.
No, he wasn't. Right? Like the man was still the man was. Yo, he was the least in the league.
He got 5 MVPs. He was never the best player on the Lakers.
Larry Bird. How many Kareem got? He got 5 too. Larry Bird.
Yeah, but he wasn't playing with
Larry Bird. Yes, he was playing with him. Larry Bird, Kevin McHale, and Robert Parrish. Like they all like
no, bro.
What you're saying is I don't understand.
Damn. All right, Sam, forget it.
It doesn't make sense to me.
But even your scenario, Rad, with Shaq and Kobe
Shaq was playing. Yeah, like what are you?
I mean, Harden can win.
LeBron James.
I'm not saying it.
I'm not saying they can't. I'm saying it takes a lot for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it takes a lot. And Shaq won early Kobe. Shaq won when Kobe was clearly still the second best player. But when they came in on the same level, he never won again. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. I'm not when it's a clear cut who's better. All right. But if Kyrie and KD, James Harden are all playing on the same level, and there's no clear cut, none of them are going to win. That's what I'm saying. It was all these people. Larry Bird was clearly the best player. Like, clearly. Nobody's comparing Robert Parrish and Kevin McHale to Larry Bird. He was clearly the best player. He's basically the best player in the league at the time. Like, what are you talking about? Jordan was better than Pippen. Like, all the people you name are better than the other people. I'm not talking about Hall of Famers. I'm talking about level of play. Kyrie is playing on the same levels as James Harden right now. They both balling out of their mind. They're taking away from each other.
I'm talking about Hall of Famers, though. I mean, I don't know what you mean by that. Hall of Famers. So, but what I'm saying is, but also, like I said, with the Lakers, with the Showtime, I gave that example, and that example still holds true. You still haven't defended that.
I just did. What are you talking about? James Worthy is not Magic Johnson.
But Kareem,
he's not on his level.
But Kareem
and Kareem was on the latter end of his career. On the latter
end, the man won 5 MVPs, right? Like, I don't know how ladder can you be when you win. What's ladder to you? Let's ask that. What's ladder? Is ladder an MVP? Like, what do you? I don't understand what you mean, man.
Right. But I think you're not saying the whole story. You're saying if you look back at it right now, Magic Johnson career is better than James Worthy, and nobody is saying those two are comparable. But I'm saying in the season that they were playing, because if you look in the future and look back, you're gonna say that KD was better than those two anyways. Yes. You gonna say nobody's comparing Kyrie Irving to Kevin Durant. You gonna say that in 10 years, 15 years, 20 years?
I'm not gonna say that to James Harden. Y'all gonna say I'm gonna say that about James Harden?
You might. You are
James Harden?
No.
Yes. Kevin Durant's better than him.
No, he is better than him. But they were. No, but James Harden got an MVP. No, but James Harden has an MVP. He has an MVP.
That's like saying
won an MVP.
But when we look back,
so they Kareem.
Yeah, like what are you talking about?
But I know. But what I'm just saying, I will have to look back at those seasons whenever they won and show me their numbers, and I guarantee their numbers were great because they are all Hall of Famers. But that's neither here or there. That's fine. I understand.
It's a bad argument, guys. It's a bad argument.
I'm not making an argument. I didn't say anything about it. I'm just letting you know why your argument is not telling the whole story, because you're not looking at numbers saying that James Worthy didn't have a comparable season to Magic Johnson. You're just saying career-wise, which is deceiving, because you talking about right now this season with James Harden and Kyrie. One of them may win it. Probably James Harden, because his passing is incredible. But we'll see. Shout out to the Nets. Hashtag nothing but Nets. But for me, I'm kind of hurt because none of y'all texted me and said, "Yo, Mike, you play like Jokic, or Jokic play like you," and I'm kind of offended by that.
Jokic does not play like you.
How does he not?
Or you don't play like him either.
Explain to me. Explain to me. I don't play like Jokic.
He's skilled.
I'm not.
No,
at least I wasn't.
Not to the level.
Okay. Obviously, I'm not.
What? You cannot pass like Jokic.
You're crazy. My vision crazy. I would say this. We say that you play like James Wall, John Wall, but I don't mean you are as good at. No, we said John Wall in high school. Because Westbrook was doing, because this when he was at Kentucky doing all of this.
Yeah, but I never did that.
But even with Westbrook, obviously you're not as skilled as Westbrook, but we still say that.
No, I think I'm as skilled as Westbrook. I'm not as athletic as him.
Oh my gosh, you're gonna let him get that off?
He's not skilled.
Westbrook's trash. So I mean, I'm cool with that. That proves my point. You know what I mean? That proves my point. That he can jump high. That's all he's good for. But he got an MVP because of that.
He's not skilled. I don't think that's a.
That's fine. That helps me. So I'm not arguing that.
Yo, get slow. I was slow.
Okay, that's okay.
I can shoot. I'm probably a better shooter in high school than Jokic is in the league. But we ain't gotta talk about that.
What I'm saying is,
and you know, I was the blender.
But Jokic is a transcendent, like.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying our skill sets are similar.
Yeah, he can say
catch me at the high post. Tell me
Are you saying MVP
at high post?
I would rather you say like I would give you like Paul Millsap. If you say Paul Millsap, then okay.
Who? Mike?
Yeah.
No, he's what? Yo, Mike.
I don't think Sam even remember playing basketball with me.
Yeah, because he's wild right now.
Right
now, Paul Millsap? No, Paul Millsap.
No,
Mike,
Mike.
you serious?
Mike remind me of like Glenn Rice.
Sounds like Glenn Rice. But so Jokic, man, he been playing lights out. He been playing crazy. He's balling. I don't know if he's gonna win the MVP, but I got him down as my MVP vote just because I see a lot of myself in him.
He a dark horse. They got to get better. Jamal Murray is inconsistent.
Yo, it's crazy because that just make us sound mad old. Like we really are old. Like compared, like if you look at these NBA players, they really young. Like I never thought about how much older we are.
Yeah, Jokic probably watched some of my tape back in the day.
Yeah, Zion 20, bro. And we about to be 9 years older than him, bro.
All right, that's crazy, right? The players stay the same, but we getting older. All right, so let's get into respect it or reject it. So, Rad, you mentioned this earlier about LeBron was your MVP until AD got hurt. So I'm just gonna ask you, respect it or reject it. AD is more important than LeBron to the Lakers. I respect that or reject that.
You was actually Rad that question?
Yeah,
I'm asking everybody, but everybody can.
I gotta be realistic.
Hold on, say it again. Say that again. I'm sorry.
AD is more important to the Lakers than LeBron.
Mike, you got a card too?
Yep.
I want to see your card.
Mills, if you don't put something up, Rad put reject. Preach.
Got it. I can't say that.
Preach, Mills. What y'all doing? Respect, Mills.
That was a tough question.
Something wrong with the my camera is bad, so my card look white, but it's really red.
Reject. All right, so we got 2 respects, 2 rejects. Rad, you already said that you think that LeBron is the MVP, so I won't ask you. Preach. Why do you respect that?
I respect it because as far as Lakers, we're talking about championships, right? Like that's what we're saying.
Yeah, more important to their success.
Okay.
To them, yeah.
And if that be the case, I think AD he just makes the team undeniable in the sense of you can't do anything with him, right? So like when you play if they play Brooklyn, it's like okay, Kevin Durant, LeBron. At this point, it is what it is, right? I can see that. That is what it is. That's a wash, in my opinion. At this point, it's a wash. Miami against OKC, that wasn't a wash. LeBron James was 10 times better than him at that point. But right now, that's a wash. It 30 is 30. Defensively, I think it's the same. Rebounding wise, it's like you know what I'm saying, like that. But when you throw AD in there, it's like, what are we doing now at this point? So like he takes their team to a different level. We talk about the Clippers; they don't have anybody to guard him, right? Like Kawhi, LeBron, we can figure that out. But when you throw AD in there, it's just we cannot figure him out. There is nothing to figure out. So, in that respect, like AD just takes it, he makes the team a multi-dimensional team. What LeBron James is like, okay, we know what we're getting. We're getting 2017 Cleveland, I think 2018 Cleveland, right? At that point. So that's why I think at this point, Anthony Davis is more he's more valuable. It's crazy.
You said reject, Mills. What you think?
I think Preacher's looking at it more so with them playing together. In a way, I'm looking at it as them playing separate. AD on the court, LeBron not playing.
How can you do that?
AD isn't playing.
Because you look at the work supposed to do. What are you talking about?
But neither one of them by themselves can win a championship. Mike said to the success of the team.
But he said more important.
Yeah, but
that doesn't technically mean look at AD with the Lakers and look at LeBron with the Lakers. Which team is better? It's like who, as a collective group, who is the most important person here that makes us go in together?
Yeah, that's what we do with the MVP.
Either way, it's still a reject because LeBron is the brains behind the operation. Regardless, I don't think AD has the skill set to put players in position to do what they got to do to win a game. And LeBron is being a coach. LeBron is being a player. LeBron is being a mascot. LeBron is playing all those roles, all at the same time. And I don't believe AD can do that. But when you come to the situation where I was more so talking about, I think the Lakers will have a better game plan with AD on the court and not LeBron.
So he's more valuable.
But I don't think they can. But I don't think they can win those games with AD and not LeBron.
They could not win with like either one of them being out. We all can concede that that's a problem, right? Like we can concede that. Like if it's just LeBron, it's a problem. If it's just AD, it's a problem. What we're saying is,
but what is this? Just AD is more of a problem.
It doesn't matter. They're not going to win anyway. Like I don't understand.
No, but it's a chance. LeBron has done it.
Y'all trying to
won, but he has gotten there.
So he has not won.
He has done something. He hasn't.
It's a mute point because they just won the championship last year. It's a mute point what you're saying. Listen to this. Listen to this. What y'all arguing is that LeBron James is a better player than Anthony Davis. Yes, everybody can agree on that. We all agree that LeBron James is a better player. Who is more valuable to this particular team? It's Anthony Davis. It's not close.
It's not because it's not all about.
That don't make any sense.
You can be the better player. You can be the better player and not be more valuable.
I think Durant is probably the best player on the Nets, but James Harden is the most
more valuable.
Player,
yes,
because he put everything together.
Oh my god!
Because if that's the case, then LeBron is the James Harden of the Nets.
Well, no, wait.
No.
Go back. We're back. Is my Kevin Durant is the best player, but James Harden is the most important player. Is that stupid in by itself?
No.
I'm actually Rad, because Rad said that is also stupid. Why is that also stupid?
Because KD is the most valuable player.
And the most important.
Yes. And he's the best player, and he's the most valuable player because he gets you, he's going to win it for you. Like he's the guy. He washes out LeBron. He washes out Kawhi.
But
like,
you
that's
saying that
valuable. But if you just got James Harden and Kyrie, it's like we've seen that rodeo. We've seen that rodeo before.
Okay, but the issue with you saying that is that then every MVP is invalid.
No, it's not. We talk about because this is the main difference. You're talking about a best player in the world and the best player on somebody else's team. We talk about two players on one team. So,
but you're saying we're talking value. Value doesn't change. Yes,
but okay, we talking about should LeBron have won the MVP because he's better than Derrick Rose during that MVP year? No, but that's two different teams.
Why?
Because it's two different teams. That's two different teams. We're talking about two people on one team. The most valuable player is going to be the best player on one team.
Now you know that ain't true. That's not true. That's not true at all.
And on this level, I'm talking about NBA. We're not talking.
I think Bam. I think Jimmy Butler is the best player on the Heat, but I think Bam is the most valuable player on the Heat.
Without question.
Are you not? How?
Without question.
How?
And I'll go as far as this. There are valuable players who may not be good, but the term value is different because
y'all telling me somebody's more valuable than LeBron James on his own team. That's what y'all saying.
We said it was Anthony. I said it was Anthony Davis. I don't agree with that.
That's an insane thing to say.
It's not.
That don't make any sense.
No, it's not.
You would never say that about like Magic. You won't say about Kobe, Jordan. That's just not. That's never the case.
No, that's not true. That's not true. That's not. Well. When you talk about Michael Jordan, that's different.
And Kobe and all the greats are always been the Larry Bird. Name all of them. Name all of them.
But
Kobe,
no.
Tim Duncan.
The issue is what you're saying. The issue is what you're saying, Rad, is
keep going. Let's name Olajuwon.
None of them.
Let's keep naming all of them. They all been the best invaluable player on their team.
Okay, at a point in their careers, I agree with you. But this is not that point in LeBron James' career. So, and AD is more important.
LeBron finished second in MVP voting last year. AD was not close.
I don't care. It's because of the games he played. That has nothing to do with the fact that they didn't have Anthony Davis. There's no way they could have won any of those games.
We can move on though. I didn't even come to Rat.
You're right.
So get to a little all-star voting. Luka was named a starter over Dame. Do y'all respect that or reject that?
I reject it, and it's simply because he's white.
Cards. Oh. For the people.
Okay.
For the people. All right. Go ahead, preach.
It's because he's white, y'all. Like, we got to be honest. Like, whenever we do this argument, they always talk about what's the record of the team. These kids, they're not even in the playoffs. They literally bring up the record of the team. The reason why Zach LaVine was having such an issue with getting to the All-Star game, oh my God, the record. Bradley Beal did not make it last year. Why? Because of the record of the team. But yeah, it's still Luka can make it, and they're terrible. It's a double standard, and it's simply because he's white. Like, let's call us. We don't have to jump. Why do we have to jump around a hoop? It's because he's a white player.
This is stupid because he's good.
So what? That does not have the. But I'm talking about the record of the team, Rad.
So what?
Oh, because so what? Because he's white. Why don't you say so what? Because Bradley Beal.
That's MVP. That's MVP stuff.
No, it's not. Why didn't Bradley Beal make it last year then? I'll wait.
I don't know.
Because he's not white. That's why.
I think Bradley Beal
He did not make it because of his record. That's exactly what they said.
I don't know, but I mean,
you don't have to know. I just told you.
But he should have made it.
But why don't you think?
But that don't have nothing to do with Luka Doncic to me.
Okay, but do you agree that it's because he was black?
I think Luka is better than Bradley Beal. So I don't.
Why do you think that?
Because he is.
Well, look at his record.
Look at the Wizards. Is the Dallas record?
I'm not.
Look at
I'm
it.
not doing
Let's
this
look at the record. Look at Dallas and look at the Wizards.
Oh wait, why she just read off 6 in a row? Shout out to Russ. Talk to me.
Let's look at the record.
It's coming back. It's about the same. It's only two games behind each other.
Okay, I don't want to put respect. I'll put respect it because for one, it's a formula. It's not like the coaches voted for Damian Lillard, the media voted for Damian Lillard, but the fans voted for Doncic. So that's the NBA.
I understand that. Yeah.
So you got to respect. It's the formula, and he's good. He averaging 26, 9, and 9. Like it's not like I'm not mad. I would have voted for Lillard. But it's Luka Doncic. It's Luka. It's not like it's not Luka.
I don't know what that means. It's Luka. I don't know what you're saying that for.
Dame
like
don't
the man
get no
just
love.
Lost in the first round. Like, dude sucks.
That's the problem.
The fans didn't vote for Dame. That's stupid.
Like, why do y'all gas?
Dame got all the love. Dame got all the love. The fans didn't vote for him. That's not Dame. That's who fault is that? That ain't the league fault. Right?
No,
Luka got more fans.
No, we're not. I'm not arguing that point. He's just saying like who should have done it. Like regardless of what the fans did. I understand the mechanism. Like it is what it is.
Arguing the mechanism.
No, I don't care. Are we arguing the mechanism?
I didn't even know if fans voted. The
fans vote for the starters. Okay. But regardless if the fans voted or not, Mike asked the question, do you respect it or reject it? And I reject it. And I'm telling you the reason why is because he's white.
I say if Rad to say he got more fans, does he have more fans because he's better, or he got more fans because he's dipping into a different pool?
It's clearly that's
definitely different into the pool.
Yeah,
okay,
he's white.
So
he's white.
So the priest was right.
It's because he's white. The reason why he got it is because he's white.
Yeah, but he's good. You got to be
I'm
good.
not denying that you're not
great.
Good.
Like, but that's as important because there's a lot of white players that don't.
Luka Doncic.
Caruso was like 7th in voting, but the media, like he's not in the, he's not. Yes, but he's not in the All-Star game because he's not good.
Caruso was 7th in voting.
Yes, Caruso was high as hell in voting.
All right, I'm moving on, bro.
Like Taco Fall. Taco Fall was high too.
Please do, bro.
Like seriously, brother, it's a joke.
As Caruso, is he on what you call it, social media?
The Lakers. No,
it's just the Lakers, right? Okay. The Lakers.
No, it's just people. He balding. He just a white bald, and he can jump.
He can jump.
It's just not fan votes. It's just not fan vote. Fan vote is like 50% of it, though.
Yeah, it's the tiebreaker. It's the tiebreaker. That's how Luka. He won on a technicality. He got it on a technicality. For Lillard would have
respected or rejected.
I didn't see a tie.
Oh, yeah. So the Dame. Dame winning us some money. Respect it or reject it. The NBA All-Star format, they doing like what? The skills challenge and the 3-point contest is take place prior to the All-Star game and the slam dunk at halftime. Do y'all respect or reject this format?
I don't know. I guess I reject it.
Mills, if you talking, we can't hear you.
Rob Mills.
Mills, you don't want to say respect it. Why?
On affirmative.
I just like the whole thing of it being on the same day. I think it's pretty cool. Especially players that are playing them both. But I don't think the only thing that I don't like about it is I don't think the what's the word I want to use? That people are gonna put their best effort, in the slam dunk contest or the 3-point shootout. But I think it's good though for certain players, players that are like in a skill competition. You get warmed up a little bit, you get in the court, you already warm, you got that blood flowing through your body. You can drop a quick 30 piece real quick. And I think halftime shows have been terrible lately in every aspect of whatever sport it is. So just to give the people something good to see, like a slam dunk contest.
The NBA usually good though. They be having like J. Cole and stuff, don't they?
Yeah, they got their.
Oh movement. Yeah, they do be having. I think it's pretty dope. Performative acts and stuff. Yeah,
I think last year was Chance, right?
Chance last year was Chance.
Yeah,
last year was Chance.
That was awful. That was terrible.
It was in Chicago, depending on the city. It's in Atlanta, so it might be Migos. Little Baby.
Hey, but I mean everybody in Atlanta though, so it could be Jay-Z. Everybody in Atlanta.
Jay-Z's in Buffalo, right, Mills? Ooh, chill.
Home in the
chill. No. In Buffalo, that's what they saying. That's the word around town. Chill.
Shit. What is going on? I
don't know. It's so secretive that nobody know what I'm talking about right now. So it's good.
If Hov in the low, I'm pulling up. Y'all thought about going to Atlanta for this at all?
No.
All-Star weekend?
No, past my life.
Remember when I said, is that black or it was these?
Yeah. No. Hey, everybody, the yippers gonna be there. The scammers gonna be there. Everybody gonna be there. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be a lot of money.
It's gonna be crazy. I ain't gonna hold you. If it's one to go to, this one to go to, because I think just everybody gonna go because there's nothing that's outside.
Everything open. All the rappers there.
Yeah, it's just gonna be. This is everybody's just gonna be like, yo, we got this an event that we got to go to because it's everything shut down.
I think Matt pulling up. Matt going to the A.
Yeah, Matt loves
like I'm not gonna hold you. This might be a one to go to, but I'm not. I won't. This is definitely. But it might be.
Bro.
It might be.
No,
it might be worth the Rona. It might be worth the Rona. I don't know.
Might be worth the Rona. Might be worth the Rona. No, the A get lit every time we there. Shout out to Nas. All right, so last one. Carson Wentz to the Colts. Do y'all reject or respect this trade?
I respect it. JD Mike.
I respect
it. Terrible.
You think Carson Wentz is terrible?
So
he might be terrible, but
he might be.
But for what they gave up, it's a flyer. It's a mere bag of shells. Like I don't think it really, because they could. How else was they gonna try to upgrade their team? And can you be worse than Phillip Rivers? Even though he had a good game against the Buffalo.
Yeah, Carson Wentz was. He was legit worse than Phillip Rivers last year. Yes, for a fact. He was terrible. He's the worst quarterback.
But they had
he's the worst quarterback in the NFL.
But they do have a better line. They can't block.
No, that's a fact. I'll give you that.
We'll see. So I mean, let's wait and see.
Yeah,
I think it was smart.
Yeah. For that price, Frank Reich knows him or whatever, but
yeah. Like it's like if they need a quarterback, and it's like you gotta. What's the landscape? Look out. What can I do? I'm not drafting no time soon because I'm kind of good. I'm in the 20s somewhere. He was somebody I know I like. I got a better O-line. I made Phillip Rivers look better. Phillip Rivers was also the worst quarterback in the league. It was him and Jameis the 2 years before, but so maybe I can make him look better. So I mean, it's like you just had to do it. You know what I mean? Just it was the best case scenario. I think it was a win-win for both. You got to get him off your books. You don't got to pay that man.
It's Cam
and you got it.
It's Cam Newton. It's Cam Newton to the Patriots. This is exactly what it is. Cam Newton.
But Cam ain't play in 2 years.
But regardless, I mean, injuries are injuries.
Yeah, I don't think the Colts. This should not be their end all be all. If Fitz get available, I think you go sign Fitz. I think you go find somebody that's gonna be like a low steady.
Yo, Fitz definitely going to Hall of Fame.
They got that. No, they got what's his name? The backup.
With Jacoby.
Jacoby. Yeah, he did low steady.
If he's staying there, and
he can win 8 games.
Yeah,
he can win. Yeah, he can win 7-8 games.
The thing about is that Wentz could get if he pop.
Yeah, high. Yeah,
he's Josh Allen.
But if they go in the Super Bowl.
If he's terrible, he's like one of the worst quarterbacks, and you can't win with that. I don't care who you are.
Yeah, and he get paid too much money to be bad.
To be bad.
It's risky. It's a gambling. It's a gamble, but this based on looking out everywhere else, this is the gamble I think they gotta take it. I think you gotta. Yeah, poor man's Andrew Luck. Like
he could win a Super Bowl.
He could be Andrew, like he very much. They might be the same player. Like Andrew Luck and Wentz at they peak might be very similar. Might be the same guy. So
yeah, at their peak, but Luck was that just a little bit more consistent.
Yeah, exactly.
So maybe Luck could come back.
So since you're at Indy though, I got a question though. Like I mean, we don't gotta do respect to the jacket, but do y'all respect Michael Pittman telling Wentz he can't have his number? Like they asked, like. Do y'all think players should offer up their number or give their number to other players that are traded to the team?
No, I like that he didn't give it up. I like that he didn't give it up.
And
of course not.
The reason why is because Carson Wentz trash. Like it's one thing.
If it's Tom Brady,
I'm giving it up.
I'll give it up for Tom, but not for Carson Wentz.
Yeah, but why would you give it up for Tom?
Because he's the greatest quarterback.
Chris Godwin did. Chris Godwin did.
Yeah,
Chris Godwin gave it
Tom
up.
Brady.
Because
it's Tom Brady. Because like we talked about having respect, like child should have respect for Cam. You gotta have respect for Tom Brady. When Tom Brady walk in the room, it's Tom Brady. We gotta act right. Carson Wentz walk in, you keep on doing what you're doing. You even double look. You don't even realize that's Carson Wentz when he walk in.
I agree with that, but I think it depends.
Because he's a quarterback.
No, it depends. If it was like Chad was single, but his name's 85. But if he was Chad DS had 10 or something, I don't think he's giving it up for Tom Brady. You know what I mean? Like he's just not giving it up for Tom Brady.
Definitely giving it up for Tom Brady.
Nah, he's not. No, he's not.
Yo, eight.
He not doing it. Chad Johnson.
Yes, 10.
I said 10. I just threw a number.
Oh, let's see. Oh, all right.
I could do, what Dose. Chaz Dose. If he Chaz Dose, you know what I mean? He's not giving it up for. I don't think so. That's me. I don't know.
No, I respect that. No, if my name Chad Dose, sorry,
you're not giving it up to 12, bro.
TB12. I think they would cut Chad to give TB12. Like, all right, yo, Chad
was that boy.
Yeah, but it's Tom Brady. It's Tom Brady.
You can't chat. Yep.
All right, so let's get to a little culture. And you know what? We're gonna stay with respect or reject it here. One last time. So Meek Mill in a unreleased, just in a snippet that came out, a Lil Baby song. Meek said, "Yeah, if I ever lack, I'm going out with my chopper. It'd be another Kobe." Do y'all respect or reject that line?
Just the line.
Just the line.
I respect
y'all
it.
Respect it or reject it?
I respect it.
Why do y'all respect it?
It's a verse. It's a verse, and it was all right. It was all right. It wasn't. I think it was more of a respect to playing respect to him. You know what I mean? I think it was a verse in rapping, and it's rap music, and that's what rap music do. You know what I mean? I heard worse. You know,
yes, the timing it wasn't necessarily the best, but like
not necessarily the best. It was like his year death.
Yeah, it's a bad
anniversary type of thing.
But in theory, the song was not necessarily put out. So I mean, he didn't know that it was going to do it that way. But it doesn't. Regardless, it doesn't matter.
I don't think even if it was June,
even if it doesn't matter,
the same reaction would have been the same. I think.
My thing.
Oh no, if it was June, yeah.
Yeah,
if it's any year,
if it was this year, it would have been like yes.
Yeah, it'd been the same reaction.
But I mean, like, if I'm gonna criticize me, I'm gonna criticize everybody for everything. Like, people, like, it is what it is. Like, he's a rapper. Am I gonna criticize somebody for making jokes?
This is a bar, though.
Like, if a comedian makes, if Dave Chappelle is, I don't even understand the bar, but if Dave Chappelle made a joke about Kobe, how would y'all feel about it?
Sam got just sticky. That's why he don't understand them.
If he made a joke about them dying in a helicopter, and if it was, what is funny about this?
If it was funny,
if it was funny, it
better be damn funny. It better be damn funny.
If it was funny, I laugh.
It better be damn funny. It better be damn funny.
That's
like you can't miss.
And that's okay. So in this regard, like the line was whatever. So
it was a throwaway line.
It was a throwaway line. So I don't think he could have came up with a better line. Like you don't have like that's so I agree. Like if you're gonna use your Kobe card in a verse, make sure it's fire. And that goes with anybody that's dead. Like if you're playing on that type of thing.
But like it's like people use Christopher Reeves all the time. But that happened so long ago.
I don't know who that is.
It's Superman.
Superman.
Like quiet.
Like no, I think he was white. No, it doesn't really matter.
That's not Kobe though.
is not Kobe. That's the point.
Yeah. So I agree. But I'm saying if somebody made a line about Martin Luther King, like, and it was wild like that, then
but imagine being sauced, but imagine being sauced up in the club and that line come up, I'm going out with my chopper like I'm Kobe. Like that's like you can see it as a respect level too. If you sauce with your man's like I'm going out with my chop, like I'm going out with my like, you know what I mean? Like you can see it like that. Like if you live in that life, that can be inspiring to you. You can be like, yeah, I'm going out with my chopper like I'm Kobe. Because you talk about something different. Yeah, it's something different. Like people go like, come on, like y'all been sauced. You can be like,
We've been sauced. You're right,
bro. We've been sauced. Listening to listening to mad people in the club, bro.
I've been sauced on a trainway in the club before.
Yo, we be wildin'. Like if we hear that line, we be like, and I'm a Kobe fan. I'm like, and I know that's coming. Like I'm Kobe. Like I'm gonna be sauced. Like
yeah, but
like, y'all been there. Y'all been. I mean, but Mike, we've been there. We've been there, Mike.
I'm not denying that. I'm just saying if I make every decision based off what you just said, then I am.
Everything you sound good when you having fun. Turn it up.
Nah. I can't. I'm not gonna listen to 6ix9ine. I'm not gonna listen to 6ix9ine.
Yes, you are.
Nah. Turn it off.
Now it's quiet.
Now it's quiet.
I would say this.
I don't like that. I do not. I'm sorry.
It's quiet. I don't want to listen to him, bro. Because it's ridiculous. I don't want to listen to him. I don't want to hear him. I don't want to be. I don't want to be no same mindset as that man.
We do all agree that he is not the first one to ever do something like this.
He's the first one to me to be this crazy. I'm sorry. I can't compare nobody to him right now. I don't want to.
That's foolish.
Yeah, he's a pariah. This much a pariah. This much of like risking, like talk like he wilding, bro. Like I don't want to.
50 Cent did this for like 5 years. He was
not
better.
The same way, bro.
He was a better artist. Like that's the problem. He's not a good. He like 6ix9ine hasn't. He doesn't have the body of work. And he's not like good enough.
Maybe that's it too. Whatever goes into it, I don't want to listen to it.
But my point is, I'm not saying I want to listen to it. I'm saying like the behavior is not new.
If 50 didn't do this, I'm sorry. Yes, he did not do this.
Yes, he did.
No, he did not. No, he did not. I'm sorry, he did not do this.
50 is on papers. That's a fact. 50 is on papers. He snitched on Irv Gotti. That's a fact. You can say, you can smack your teeth. You can do whatever you want. That's a fact. I didn't make that up. Not only that, 50 has been a pariah. Like, what are you talking about? 50 didn't do that. Like, he literally did this his entire career. Like,
he didn't do this. He's not 6ix9ine. I'm sorry. He's just not.
I didn't say he was 6ix9ine. I'm talking about the behavior.
Yo, it's crazy.
It's
crazy talking about 50. And 50 would talk about 50 would come up and press Sam.
He literally did this
on the internet. It was funny though, because 50 went on people like you said about the kid at Cam. If 50 heard Sam say that right now, 50 is coming at Sam.
He did this his entire career. Like, I don't understand what you're saying.
No, he's not doing what Tekashi 6ix9ine is doing. That's all I'm saying.
How is he not? How?
He just not.
Explain.
He just
how?
haven't. Because you can't show. He just haven't.
I don't.
How?
Yeah.
How?
I can't. He just haven't done it. It's simple. Like he just not. This dude.
Yeah, just saying
you see what this man doing? I'm not on internet as much. You're not on the internet at all, basically.
I am.
I know what 6ix9ine doing.
I see everything that he's doing. Yeah. Like 50 Cent did it like 10 times over.
Right. Don't even argue that.
I do not agree with anything he's doing, but I do agree that there is a double standard. I would not, because I'm calling a spade a spade. The thing that he
music good. Is his music good?
It was at a point.
Is his music good?
Yeah, Mike, you just said you were saying Treyway. Like clearly it was good for you to do that. Like, so you can't.
What?
What?
No, that's not nothing to do with nothing.
Yes, it does. Yes, it
does.
What
does Yelling Treyway got to do with his song?
That was his movement. And to say that
it's me yelling no Brick Squad to Flocko to 17. Don't mean I think Flocko is the nicest person. It's just something that I'm yelling.
But you thought the music was good enough for you to yell, right?
I like Flocko music. I'd never like 6ix9ine music.
But you did yell Treyway at the club.
Yeah.
Okay, so therefore we got that point. My point about it is what he just put on the internet. And what he said, I don't know if y'all seen that, like him saying about the dead homie thing, like that is the double standard if I've ever seen one. That's true. Like you can't have it both ways. You cannot like you can just say I don't like the person and you shouldn't be a part of this. I give you that. But to suggest that he's doing something that was not being done is false.
Who was suggesting that? Rad just said that he is quiet for 6ix9ine.
No, it is quiet for him, but I'm saying like how they was talking about like that's what he said. Rat said, I'm on internet more than y'all are.
The King Von?
Yes, like that is.
It's hypocritical because of what Gucci said.
No, not what Gucci said. What they say, they literally talk about their homies all the like. That is what
you talking about King Von?
Yes, no, I'm talking. Yes, that whole movement, smoking on, like literally, Tuka is like that. That has literally been from the inception of this. Literally, the beef started simply because of that. So to suggest that he's doing something that is different, I can't get with. Something that he should not be doing, I can get with. It's not different from anybody else, but it's just he shouldn't be doing it.
So do y'all think? So y'all don't think rappers in this time should be a little more conscious with what they write, just because like you see comedians doing it, kind of toning it down because they know of the backlash they're going to get. Is that something that rappers and somebody like Meek, who's in rooms with Michael Rubin, Robert Kraft, who is doing a lot of prison reform, that he especially needs to make sure he good, because his vision and his purpose is so much bigger than rap now, or it seems like it is. I don't know if Meek even wanted to be. I don't know how, if he's in this position because of the circumstance, just because he came out of jail, he knew Jay-Z, and everybody was saying free Meek. Now he's like, the leader of the prison reform. And I don't know if he was ready for all of this, but he's here now. Is there something that, especially somebody like him, needs to be like, okay, I can't say certain things because I've got to move differently now.
Yeah, I think so. It's twofold, because I think yes, he should be. He got to be conscious of what he's saying, because just being cancel culture, the Twitter is crazy. Everything is going to be the news for whatever 2 days, and it's going to be over. So understand, he's on that too. He's on Twitter, active. He's active, so he knows how it get down over there. So he had to know
what the hell Meek be talking about.
He knows it's gonna be a shock value verse, a shock value bar. So he knows all of that. But the same token, I don't want to succumb to how it is. It is like that, but I don't want that to be the norm personally. You know what I mean? Because you sometimes you need people to jump out the box sometimes. And if you canceling and if you saying everybody to stop at all times, it's like everybody got to be an echo chamber. Everybody got to follow this line. You know what I mean? So I hear that. I understand that point, and that's the reality of it right now. But I don't necessarily want that to be my reality. So that's why I don't personally care. Like, I can listen to that and not care too much. And most of the people who probably do listen to it not gonna care. If it came out, you heard it on the radio, but the snippet internet can analyze, you know what I mean, do all a thing. Maybe a guy as big as it did, but if it just came out, just heard it, and we just rapping, we're like, oh, no, that's crazy. He said that maybe, but it wouldn't have. I don't think it would have had the same effect.
I disagree from this point. Like, to whom much is given, much is required, right? You cannot escape that, because that's a real thing. And
Barkley did.
He did not escape it.
I'm just talking about the. I'm
not a role model.
Talk about the commercial.
No, you can say
I'm not a role model.
You can say whatever you want to say. I'm just saying, to whom much is given, much is required. That is a principle of life in any facet. I'm not even talking about money. I'm just talking about just in general.
Yeah, but it's a subjective thing.
It's not it is subjective to a degree, but if you are it is subjective. So I'll just leave that there. But as far as the Meek situation is this, I think at a certain point in your life, you do have to be intentional about the things you say. Not that you should, and I take that back. You should be censored. Like, being censored is not a bad thing. Like,
protect you from yourself.
Yes, but it all depends on what you're saying. Case in point, if Jay-Z mentioned Fred Hampton on the Blueprint, he would not be the person he is today. That is a fact. I knew that's not arguable. It's a fact. And he was able to do that now because of the level he had reached. And maybe just even psychologically in his mind, it's like, okay, I
don't know what you mean right now. What are you saying? Talking like in support of Fred Hampton?
Yes. He would not be Jay-Z of today. That's a fact. If he would have said that during the Blueprint, it would have been a mass hysteria about, oh my God, Jay-Z supports, because the Black Panthers, when the Blueprint came out, was not looked at. I mean, they're still looked at not great in everybody's eyes. Back then, it was a no-go. Nobody ever mentioned it. Have you ever? Did you hear mainstream people?
Jay-Z has a Fred Hampton verse where he talked about I'll arrive when Fred Hampton got murdered, and then his son said like, "Yo, my father wasn't assassinated. My father wasn't murdered. It wasn't killed. He was assassinated." That's why in the new joint, Hov said, "I arrived the same day Fred Hampton got assassinated," just to clarify it. So
I know.
So I don't know when the initial Fred Hampton bar was. But it was prior to this, so
that was on. It was in 2011.
I don't know if I agree with that. I don't know.
Well, I mean, I like obviously we would never know. My point is, like the language in which he's able to use now, he did not use it back then, and that is part of the reason why he is as big as he is. We can agree on that, right?
He said some crazy stuff. Like I don't know.
I'm not saying that he didn't, but like that's been a knock on Jay-Z. Like we can't let's call it a spade, y'all. Has that not been a knock on Jay-Z?
Like he wasn't political. He wasn't political enough.
Political. He just wasn't Nas. He just wasn't talking about that like those things. Even like has that not been a knock on Jay-Z? Like he's talking about fly like that. Like that's a fact. That's been the knock. I'm saying from hardcore African Americans. Could we all agree on that? Am I making that up?
He talked about selling drugs and
he has not like his content was not 444. That's why 444 was such a huge album for him. My point is he's being intentional right now. And I think that Meek has to grow up and get to a mature point in his rapping career where you have to be intentional with things you say. Like there is a way of putting Kobe in a line, and it's not that. Like that's
I hear you, but you are comparing Jay-Z 53 to Meek 30. Like you're not comparing Jay-Z.
No, I'm not.
34 and Meek 34.
No,
you're comparing
not.
right now Jay-Z.
I'm comparing back then Jay-Z. I'm comparing back then to he was intentional. So he said.
What? You just said he's being intentional now. So because he wasn't being political back then.
But no, being intentional does not mean being political. He intentionally did not say certain things back then. He intentionally
beef with Nas was nuts.
Right
he went on apologize about the whole super ugly. He did a lot of stuff. What do you mean? He did some stuff where it was like it was a bad look on Jay-Z. Jay-Z had fumbles and stuff.
I'm not saying he didn't have fumbles. I'm saying being intentional. He intentionally did not say certain things back then. He intentionally are saying certain things now. That's all I'm saying.
I don't think it's. I hear it, and I think they shouldn't have put. They thought, I don't know, they put the snippet out or however people heard it. I think he just put the song out, and then if now the second fold is when Vanessa Bryant come and say something, then I might all right.
She did.
I'm saying now it's like a all right bet, but in the time of if I don't mean no disrespect as the creator, I don't mean no disrespect, Kobe.
I think if that line come from Pooh Sicey, we're not talking about it. But it's like we talked about with Cam. We expect Meek to be a little bit more mature than that, right? Meek,
he's not a kid.
You know what that meant to us. Like we all talked about how we cried when that happened. So for Meek to say that, I know he may have thought it was an honor. And if you want to really, really talk about you're in a club drunk and you thinking about if I die, I'm going out with my chopper. Like Rat apparently is doing.
Like Meek will. Like that's a good flip for Meek Mill rapper. That's a good flip to me.
No, that's fine. That's fine. But you're 33 now. You're no longer.
That's how I say. You're not that.
You're no longer Tupac back. And
I'm not mad
at it. I'm not mad at it. I'm okay with it.
It was whack.
That's why. No, it was hard. But Meek,
but he not Jay-Z though. He not 54 accomplishing.
No, yeah.
He not
I don't like.
He's still in the club.
I don't like everybody telling everybody to do 444.
But wait. My thing is, let's stop doing that. Just because Jay-Z took 50 years to get to where he's at, that doesn't mean that you shouldn't start earlier. Like we gotta stop doing that. Like
he's not mature enough.
But then he need to grow up.
No, he can't. He can't. His age, he's not old enough.
He is 33 years old. Like stop.
Super maturity come at a certain age.
Super maturity does not. You can.
He's just regular mature right now. He's just regular mature. Super maturity, you got to hit 50.
That's not true. That's not true at all. That's not true at all.
It's basic age. It's basic age.
No, that's not true.
Super mature when you get 55. That's how it goes.
Because sometimes
everybody in their 30s. We're 28. We're 29. We're just regular mature. We're not super mature, right?
Sometimes maturity comes from life experiences.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll cry.
It's not solely based on age. You're talking about children.
Okay.
Children is something totally different.
All right.
Yo,
that's why children can't make decisions on their own. We know that. That's why we do that. That's why you have to be 18 years old. We actually know that.
Yeah,
and that's for a reason.
That's illegal, but that's just on paper. That's legal.
No, it's not on paper. That's just the
because
facts.
You could be 24 and still make a dumb decision. It doesn't matter. You just can legally make a decision.
You could be 97 and still
make
all
of this. That's it. That's what I'm saying. So that's my point.
No,
so that's my point.
Yo, we are literally saying the same thing. We literally saying the same thing. Literally saying the same thing. Y'all two not doing this today. We moving on. We moving on. Kim filed for divorce from Ye. Anything on that?
It's a lot of money.
I thought she.
Man, we knew
this.
She
did it a long time ago.
It's a lot of money.
She did it, but she took it back. Then she just do it again.
I think it's. I mean, it's kind of crazy because for me, it's a lot of money. For them to really do this because it's like y'all got a lot of money, got kids, very famous. Is it worth it? Yeah,
bro,
I mean, they make it so much. They make it so much money together. It's like, is it worth doing this? Like, we got a couple billion.
Anybody?
No, I hear you.
Yeah,
I'm saying, but that's she wasn't. Whatever. I'm okay. Whatever. I don't. We didn't know her, so that's different. We know Kim and we know Ye, and this is a different thing. We don't know them, but they famous. So it was just like, oh, this must be really serious because it's like they trying to get over. But if somebody told me you always happy for people marriages that end in divorce because that means both of them want to get out of it. So you don't be sad about it, clap for that because they both need to get out of that. So
I don't know whoever said that.
I don't. Yeah, it's funny, right?
Don't be mad. Don't be sad for a marriage ending. Be happy for both because it ended for a reason. So be happy for them.
No,
but at the same time,
they got kids.
They got
like,
kids.
What? That literally the silliest
thing it's something that we say to try to normalize divorce. Yeah. Oh, hey, well, only unhappy people get married. Lazy people get divorced too.
Divorce is not like, and I want to be clear. I'm not judging anybody who's been a product of divorce, but divorce really is because of hardness of heart. I don't want to get biblical, but that's something different. When you divorce somebody, that's not a good thing. Unless it's like if it's like somebody is like something like that. I apologize. I don't want to be insensitive, but like clearly you married somebody, for whatever reason, right? Like that's not like we cannot just overshadow that.
Exactly.
You married, but you also but it's twofold because you also thinking, the marriage was, because you married somebody doesn't mean it was supposed. You know what I mean? Was it like a great thing to do? Also. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, divorce can end because something bad, assault, not to be whatever happened. But people getting married, not also everybody that get married is not also a great union. It could be like, they shouldn't have got married. You know what I mean? That's true as well. And this could fall into that, and this could fall into that. Maybe it do, maybe it don't. You know what I mean? Maybe they life. I'm saying, but it's a chance that maybe their life paths has went somewhere else, and they not on the same wavelength, and that don't got the same goals and stuff. So hey,
priest pastor made it work out. So
he didn't want to get divorced though. He just said that he didn't marry for love.
Mm-hmm.
Some people who are super religious and got married and didn't get divorced should have got divorced. It should get divorced. Sorry,
I don't know.
And I agree with that.
Divorce should not be an option.
Well, it depends. I
don't agree with that.
If you think marriage is about love, only about love, then yeah,
it's not about love.
And some people don't think marriage is about love. So if it's not about love, then stick it out.
Marriage should become about love, right? Like, like you should love your wife. Bible says as Jesus loved the church. So yes, like there is like you at a point you do have to get there, but at the same time, like I said, divorce. The reason why that was permitted, I'm just saying biblically, is because of the hardness of heart, right? So if anybody's thinking about divorce, look at your heart.
Go ahead, Mill. Since you are the married one, what you about to say?
He said divorce shouldn't be an option.
Divorce shouldn't be an option. It shouldn't be.
Separation should be an option. Separation.
You can't make that a statement because there are certain circumstances where it can get crazy. Like people can get abused, so it's like, well, then what do you do?
I mean, there are outliers, obviously, but for the most part, divorce shouldn't be an option.
For the most part, people just get lazy and don't want to work through their relationship.
That I agree with.
Absolutely.
Like if I see a reconcilable differences, I agree. Divorce should not be an option.
All right. So we've been here a while. So we do want to get out of here. Some RIP, shout out, dedication. Before I do that, I want to apologize to Boogie. I did learn on CNN that Asian hate crimes are up.
Boogie who? Which Boogie?
Yo,
the movie. I'm dead serious.
I seen the trailer, dude. It's not a hate crime. This is just he's garbage.
I want to apologize to the Asian community.
I thought you were talking about Boogie Cousins, man.
Not a movie, the Asian movie.
The movie. They said Asian hate crimes are up, so I want to prayers to everybody involved.
Shout out to
Yo, did Boogie say something about that? Like, it is a Boogie Cousins. Is his name Boogie or Bougie? What is it? Boogie?
It's Boogie.
It's Boogie Cousins.
It's him a Bougie.
Oh, they just stole Boogie Cousins. Like, oh my God, that's crazy.
That's his nickname. But anyways,
he made it famous.
What's his name? The golfer, Tiger Woods. Man. Yeah,
oh yeah,
man.
Prayers to Tiger Woods.
Man, yo, right now.
The crazy thing
broken
is,
legs or something.
I seen. Yo, that's wild.
One option is Millard Fillmore Suburban.
Dang, my Siri put up the hospital he was in and crazy. That's crazy. How Siri know a hospital?
He's definitely not there.
I had seen
my son was born there. My son was born there. He was not there.
He was just golfing with Dwayne Wade, and then the next minute it's like, yo, his good legs is gone. Like it's crazy.
Not gone.
Oh, he's okay.
No, they said
life to get him out.
I don't know the report. The last one was
he had major injuries to his legs. Is what they said.
Yeah, it was broken legs, but not like life threatening.
Amputated.
Not, I don't know. No life threatening injuries. That's all.
He can still get.
I think
amputated.
But I think amputated that's life threatening. Is it not?
If you have to cut your leg off,
I think that's possible. I think that is.
Ooh, damn, I didn't know that. Damn.
Yeah, the car is crazy. Like what happened? Like the fact that he alive.
It rolled over.
The fact that they said he was hundreds of miles away from where he was at, like from rolling. Like he rolled down the hill like 100 miles or something like that. Like something crazy.
It was crazy.
Like something crazy. Like some nut stuff.
Tiger,
like he should not be like alive.
They need to do the doc over, man.
He is healthy. He's healthy. So he healthy. I'm happy. I mean, he's not any serious condition, critical condition anymore. He need to stop driving.
Yes.
Reached the point of money where he should not drive anymore. Like he should not drive. Like it's no point for him to drive anymore. From now on, Tiger, get back right and stop driving, bro.
Yo, but we can't say this though. We can't say this.
Get a driver.
You can you can't get in an accident with a driver though.
That's a fact.
Okay, I just want to be clear that.
You don't need. No, I'm talking about him.
He shouldn't drive, but
he should. I'm not talking about but
I don't want to be insensitive to those who got into accidents with driving.
Yes, you're right. Him specifically.
Yo, he can't be his.
I know. That's why I said it.
Niggas saying that. That's the most specific thing. I don't want to be assistant to
the chauffeurs, bro.
I want to be assistant to the chauffeurs out there.
We can't get into accidents, bro. We can't get accidents, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy.
I'm crying. Shout out to Bobby Smurder released. Shout out to my guy Bobby released.
Yeah, so, that's very similar to like saying everybody you should have security. Like security can get clapped too, bro. Like what are you talking about? Like everybody can get clapped right now, bro. Like so it's very similar. And I don't want to be insensitive.
Martin Luther King. What's his name? The president. Like all of them
JFK.
Had the best security, bro, and they got murked. Like, what are we talking? Like,
but for the most part, when you got security with you, you normally are okay.
The sway.
No, actually, it does.
It stop the dumb stuff. Now, the premeditated assassinations, you going out.
Stuff happens. Like the people who really want to kill you, who got like snipers,
they gonna get you.
Bro, that's what you gotta. Like, if you was just cool. I mean, what else?
But they said Tiger. I don't know. They said Tiger looked like super high or something before
the accident.
Or maybe the day before. They say it was just pictures of him looking super high.
He just I know he just had his back surgery again, so he he just had a back surgery. It's the similar to the same 2017 happened. He just had his back surgery. He just took too many pills and
he going through.
That's tough.
I don't know. They said that as of now that wasn't the case.
He need to repent for whatever he did. Whatever he did.
Yeah, man. He got some. He got something out there.
Prayers to the family, man.
Bobby. Yeah, prayers to everybody involved. Hope everybody's safe. I said Bobby Smarter release. Shout out to my guy Bobby for holding it down, not snitching. Shout out to Bobby and Robbie. Would y'all take 7 years from me?
I wouldn't do nothing to get 7 years with you. So
you wouldn't do nothing to get 7 years with me?
Nope.
I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't doing time for nobody.
That's crazy. But what? Okay, what if I'm looking? What if I'm looking at 25,
Mike? It's not crazy.
We can do 7 together.
Mills is like,
if I'm gonna do 25 and I can do 7 together, we can do 7. We can share the 7. Listen, but you don't give me the whole 25.
Listen.
No, like Roddy and Bobby. Would y'all do that?
Mills is the majority. They are the minority. We do know that, right?
But I'm asking y'all, some of my closest friends. I'm asking y'all, would y'all in that situation? I don't know. Whatever they did, my personality. If I'm in a situation to get caught up, and we get caught up, and we gotta do what we gotta do. You know what I mean? But once again, I'm not getting in myself in that type of business. But if I was to get in some blue collar stuff, whatever it was, with you guys, we going out. Yeah, I did call you on the phone.
Oh, Mike, what you doing? Somebody mute Mike. He wilding right now.
Mike is taking a rake. Like, Mike is taking a rake.
The big. Hit me 10%.
But yeah, I hold it down. I'm not. I mean, if we do something crazy,
have y'all seen Molly's Game?
Yep.
No, I didn't see that.
You gotta watch Molly's Game, right?
It's good. It was good. Good movie.
What is it about?
No, I'm gonna just watch it.
It's about running underground poker game.
It's really not though, but just watch it.
Yeah. Okay. Wait, no, it's kinda.
That's
don't tell me. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it tonight.
That's the plot. That's not the story.
So Netflix.
Yeah.
So Netflix.
I think so. Yeah,
it was. Should be still there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And dedication. I'm gonna dedicate this to everybody in Texas, man. What's going on down there with the Texas is pretty much frozen over. Anything y'all want to say on that?
Get everybody get right. Everybody safe. Everybody good. And yeah, man, stuff.
No, yeah. Hopefully everybody good.
I want to say something. About
Ted Cruz.
Yeah, but Cancun Cruz.
I don't have a problem with it. That he went he's a grown man. He took his family on vacation. Like, what do y'all want him to do? He's a senator. He's not like he's not even in a power position. And that
I understand both sides.
People are so stupid. I'm just saying people are so ignorant. Like, he does not have any really like what do y'all?
Yeah, but he's a senator. He get paid by people's taxes.
99% of the job is optics.
I understand that. So he took his family away.
Yeah, but yes, I understand both sides. Now, do I have leave if I got a chance to go to Cancun? Is it a blizzard? Duh. Why would I stay? But you're a senator. People, we're as collective, we're paying your salary, and you.
So what? He's doing a job. I don't like that either. I don't like that either. Like, he is doing a job.
I'm saying,
like we're paying him to do a job.
But
if you're not doing the job, then that's something different. But like you cannot.
But you're not doing a job from Cancun.
This is my issue. I do not like when people do that all the time. We gotta stop. Like, okay, I understand we pay taxes. Yes, we pay taxes. His salary does get paid by our taxes, and so does every local official. That is how government works.
Yeah.
What like that? Like, yes, but then that's okay. So what is the alternative? Take away that, and then you start taking away everything.
Yeah, but if Mayor Brown,
I don't get the argument.
But if Mayor Brown fix the potholes on his street, fix the potholes on Main Street, that's a problem, bro. We gonna have a problem, bro. Like, you got to fix the potholes everywhere, not just on your street, bro. You can't just leave off the dime, off our salary money. You leave it. Like, that's crazy.
It's not. It's his money because he's.
It is his money. That's a fact.
So stop doing that.
But optics matter.
Do that. That's
like I want to be on your side.
That's like saying giving money to you pay for a service for Walmart and then you tell Walmart what
your
to do.
Service is the people.
Work like that.
No, your service is the people, bro.
I understand that. Then don't elect him. Then.
Now we know not to, but now we know not to.
He's definitely not getting elected.
Now we know he's not gonna get reelected. We can't have that, bro.
But my point is that
you got to pair the struggle with me. Go to a next state. You went to Cancun, bro.
That's a separate point.
I don't know.
That's a separate point, and I don't even like that.
Got to, bro. It's optics. It's just optics.
People do that. People do that, but I don't.
But if Michael Jordan did it, I'm not mad at Michael Jordan. It's Michael Jordan.
I'm saying you can't put people. I would do that, but I can't do that. But I was about to say that people like politicians, pastors is optics. Certain people, too much rules given, much is required. So if you are the leader, leaders lead.
Be around.
Like the boss, like the bosses is like, hey, let me know when that machine get back up and running. I see y'all in the morning.
Creflo Dollar should not have got that private jet. He shouldn't have got it, bro.
He's wild. His money, like
he's wilding.
Why do y'all?
Yo, Creflo Dollar, you don't need a private jet. You don't need a PJ, Creflo Dollar.
Why don't he need a PJ?
He just don't need it.
So who needs? He can't. Who needs a PJ, Rat? Who needs it?
Jordan.
Why does Michael Jordan need a PJ?
Because he's shooting basketballs, bro. I'm sorry, Creflo Dollar.
So why does Creflo Dollar not need one, and Michael Jordan does?
Because he's selling two different things, bro. He just selling two different things.
Creflo Dollar's not selling anything. He's not selling anything.
I'm sorry. It was a joke. It's a joke. Sorry. You just don't need a PJ, bro.
Why?
You don't.
Why?
Because Jesus didn't have one. I don't know.
He
just don't need a PJ
either. Like, what are you talking about?
He don't need a PJ.
He can levitate. Like
a private jet. Creflo Dollar, a private jet, bro. Like, come on, bro. A private jet.
TD Jakes has a private jet.
He's wilding. They're wilding for that. I personally think that's wild.
So
that's
he should. Wild. Okay, what I'm saying is this, Rat. If somebody pays for the private jet, why is that an issue?
I think the church have a private jet and everybody can, like, if you want to use it, you can pay for it to use it. Him himself having the private jet.
Who paid to use a private jet, Rat?
Hey, our bill better. It's like, hey, it's open for everybody. If you can afford it. If you can afford it, I can.
But it's his money. Yeah, do you do that with your house? Do you so he just let people stay in his house?
No, it should be a church or the house.
Should he let people stay in his house?
The church should buy the house and should just be the church house, and it should have like a little rooms in downstairs if it needs.
My question is why? Okay, this is my only question because Rat brought this up. Let's go. Because I don't.
Come on, we're here.
No, I do want to ask this. Like, why do people always have something to say about the church in that regard?
I mean, it's always tough because I see it differently. So I don't want to. I see it differently.
You have somewhat of a leg to stand on with the government because you actually do pay taxes. But for those people who do not pay, who do not give to the church, why do you like if you don't give to the AKAs, do you say something about what they do? Or if you don't give to the United Negro Fund, do you like? I don't understand. Like
no, but it's different. It's always different because it's religion. Just naturally.
I know, but why though?
Because it's God.
No. It is. But like this, what people don't understand is like people do have jobs. Do we agree on that?
Yeah, but it's God though. You can't.
It doesn't matter.
You're about to compare a religion to a labor. That's not. You can't do it, bro.
Preach.
That doesn't make sense.
Like you can bring as much logic as you want into this.
It's God.
But
I'm just telling you how it is. I'm just telling you how it is.
God. Why do you keep saying it's God?
Because it's God. Yeah, because it is. That's what we talking about.
But my thing is, it's not God when people. Okay, it is always God. Let's start there. But like, if people were working at the church, they get paid as well. Like for them doing a specific job. Churches have accountants.
People don't even realize that people think that church is just free. Everybody doing it out the love of the God.
How could they think that something is free when like nothing is free? That doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, but the issue is,
if you have a building, it is not free. Period.
I don't necessarily agree with all this stuff. I'm just gonna play devil's advocate, but like, I don't know. The choir director never gonna be the one with the PJ. It's always gonna be the pastor. It's not gonna be the
choir director. Doesn't do what they don't do what the pastor does.
Yeah, but it's not like if you reach the highest heights.
What I'm saying is,
if you reach the highest heights of deaconship, you're not going to be able to get.
Derek Fisher does not get paid the same as Shaq did. Did he?
No, but somebody right now.
So, what are we talking about? What are we talking about?
So Deacon is a Derek Fisher. Dang, I don't want to be a Deacon. I thought about being a Deacon. I don't want to be I'm Derek Fisher. I can't be Shaq I can't be the Shaq of a Deacons. That's crazy.
Everybody is not the same. Just like anything else.
I would say this, Preach.
I don't know why.
I hear you, bro. But people got different expectations. If I would do it, I don't want my politicians and preachers doing it, and that's how people think. I would have left the Cancun and not even. I would have been like, "Yes, we going. Me, my daughter, they're friends.
And if I got the money, I'm buying a PJ.
And I'm taking a PJ. That's what I would do. But I don't want my politicians and preachers doing that because people look at them as they are okay. Y'all are above us. We need y'all to be the best of us. And when they do stuff that normal people would do, they look at them like it's crazy. I hear all your logic can come in, and nobody ever gonna care.
What I have an issue with one thing you said when you say I don't want my. If you are not a part of that local church, it is not. He's not yours. He literally has nothing to do with you because
I can join it. I can join him tomorrow.
Okay, then if you join, if you join and you support, then you may have some say. Depending on
if somebody from the congregation was saying that, you'd be all right with them saying that.
No, I wouldn't.
If they tie. All right, then. So okay,
you can say that. No, you can say it.
Okay.
No. You have a better leg to stand on than just Joe Schmo. But even in that, it's just like it's still rules and regulations.
I agree. All right, no. Okay, well, before we get off this, the Joel Osteen, right? It was a hurricane that was coming through Houston, and people wanted to open, and he was opening the doors. Is that fine because it's his building?
Yes, it is fine.
See? And that's what
did everybody else open their building? Did everybody else open their building? No. Did the capital of that city open their building? No,
but it's God.
I know.
Not God. No, it's not. Okay, you say it's God, but then if something happened in there and they get a lawsuit, then what are you gonna say?
I agree with all that.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I'm letting you know.
No.
I'm just letting you know. It's just like, bro,
Mills, you a pastor?
I'm not a pastor.
What would Jesus do, Mills?
What are you? You a preacher? You a reverend? You Reverend Mills?
What would Jesus do?
He would not open that building for them. That's what I tell you.
What would Jesus do?
He would not open the building.
He would not open those doors. I can tell you that now.
I think he opened them.
Why do you think that? The spirit is subject to the prophet, Mills? Read the Bible. The spirit is subject to the prophet. Prophet there is Joel Osteen. He said no. Spirit is subject to the prophet. Like, clearly, he would not do that. It's like, I don't understand. He may stop the storm, but he's not gonna open the doors. He'll stop the storm. I give you that, but he's not gonna open those doors. That's
Mills. That could read. That's a sermon.
That's a sermon. He may stop the storm, but he can open the doors.
He don't have to open the doors for them to be all right. So I mean, he that's just not even in scripture. He just stopped the storm.
Amen to that. So we'll see. But yeah, that's obviously a hill that preachers would die on. So
for the rest of my life. I don't agree with everything that Creflo Dollar does. Let's just be clear on that. I don't agree, but I just don't like when people tell other people what to do with their money.
I agree with that.
Because you don't do it with no one else but this specific person.
But God.
And it's just like, it's not God. Stop saying that.
God. When Priest get his private jet, I'm gonna be like, hey, ain't nothing wrong with my preacher having a private jet. Y'all mind, if y'all ain't giving no ties, y'all mind your business. I mean, just like you, Priest, teach me all the talking points. I'm prepared.
I mean, they made their money off books and other things too.
Yeah, they first of
private.
all,
I understand why. I get it, but optics as
optics. And they tour. They tour more than rappers.
Yeah.
I mean, so it's like if anybody
they get speaking engagements, all that.
They actually, to be honest, the reality is they actually do.
And they salary.
Yeah, they're actually public enough to need that. So I mean, that's why
I agree. I just understand. I just know how it looked. You know what I mean? Just
it was wild because he had a private jet. He's actually one of the better ones. Now,
and that's how you lose. And that's how we go. And that's how it all go back down. Like, all right, bro. Like, all right. You had me. Now I was like,
you had me. Now I was like, nope.
It's over.
Nope.
It's over.
That's
everybody
title,
else can
title
upgrade
the
the car, but he can't upgrade the PJ.
That's how
he can upgrade the
PJ. Title of the pie. Upgrade the PJ.
That's wild.
Title of the pie. Upgrade the PJ.
That's wild.
But all right, y'all. So it's been a great show. I love talking with y'all boys. Great week. A lot of good topics. You know, these prayers to everybody out there. Hopefully everybody's safe. Everybody is cool. Check on your mental. Start working out. I hit the exercise bike today. So we got to get to it 2021. All right, y'all. We see y'all next week.
Right, get tight.